Brisbane v Collingwood, Brisbane v Geelong. But in the meantime, we'll quickly fix up the scoreboard for the game because we still have the Hawks Collingwood one. Obviously, just streamed that game, so let me know if you're on that stream as well. It's a pretty successful stream. We got subscribers, we got good viewers for the most part, we got good amount of likes. I reckon if we can get, let's set a goal of getting the more than the amount of likes we got in the last stream. So let's try and get 233 or more. So we've got 10 minutes to wait. So we've actually got enough time. We don't actually have to worry too much or stress about the start of the new game. How are we, everyone? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good to see the same people back. We're just quickly fixing up the scoreboard for the new game. So obviously you've got Hawthorn v Collingwood there, but that'll be fixed in the next 3 minutes. It doesn't take me long at all. It's pretty smooth sailing. Get Ben to watch. Nah, he's away anyways. He's at the Ed Sheeran concert for his work. Got free corporate box seats, so even if I wanted him to, he couldn't. Maybe I'll call him. No, I won't do that because there's no point. Plus, it's a practice game. If I'd get Ben on, you'd rather get him on for like a proper game. Like, I remember Collingwood v Geelong in round 3. I got my whole family on. Thoughts on the game? It should be a good game. I know it's a pre-season game, so it doesn't really matter, but you would expect to be a pretty high quality game. Those three sides I think will finish in the top 4. Arguably top 2. This could be a top 2 preview. Could be a grand final preview, to be honest. I'm sure there are a few people watching this that have both of these sides in their bottom, in their top 2 and their grand final. Alright. Geelong will get premiers. Yeah, it's hard to go past them. I made a poll the other day on who people reckon they'll win the flag, and an overwhelming majority of the people actually went for another. So a side that isn't one of Brisbane, Geelong, or Melbourne, which I was a little bit surprised about. But to be fair, they all just put the sides that they support, it felt. So again, when you look at it that way, it's not much of a shock. I wonder how Lockie stream's going. First time I think I can remember in a while where I've actually competed with Lockie, but I mean, he doesn't own the rights to stream games. If I want to stream this one, I can stream this one. It's bloody Lockie Miller, mate. Not Caden, but even if it was Caden, it would have mattered. Alright. Brisbane v Geelong pre-game, all set up. It should be a cracker of a contest. Let's have a look at the stream health. We've got 50 viewers, but you would think as the game starts it would rise. We had over 100 at the end of the last game, 160 at one stage. And we'll get the live like counter. No injuries, please. Yeah. That's what I'm hoping and praying for on Friday. For just no injuries. Again, if we lose, I'd rather not lose, but if we lose, so be it. But if we get more injuries on top of our already pretty shit injury list for the off-season, yeah, it won't be great. I'll be pretty pissed off. Because I think similar circumstances last year in a St Kilda vs some pre-season game, we copped a couple of injuries to Hunter Clark and Billings. So I don't know what it is with Billings and injuries in the pre-season games. He just can't seem to catch a break, that guy. I tell you what, he's on his last legs on his career, to be honest. So let's get to 50 likes before we start the stream, guys. And the goal is 24.1k tonight on the channel as a bit of a milestone. Likely won't have to be worrying about making any live reaction thumbnails on this stream. The only worry, if there are any worries, which there aren't really many worries, but the only worry, I guess, is just the timer. It's going to be a little bit annoying. 50. Obviously, I'm at the game, mate. Sometimes I've got no idea what I'm saying half the time on streams. It only takes someone in chat to let me know, to make me look like a complete idiot. Realistic dream grand final. St Kilda and Saints and Gold Coast would be pretty good. But you'd say realistic dream. So, because obviously that isn't going to happen, Saints and Gold Coast. Like, the Suns probably have a better chance of making the grand final than us this year. Like, of a grand final that could possibly happen, I kind of wouldn't mind seeing Collingwood. Collingwood would be Carlton, actually. That's a chance. Maybe Collingwood would be Richmond. Even Brisbane featuring it, I wouldn't be too disappointed. Yeah, so the live ladder obviously will update when the season starts. I just thought I'd make the graphic before the start of the season, so people can have a look at what it'd look like for the footy season. And it'll be rotating, you know, top 8, bottom 10 throughout the game. But I've only got the top 8 one made because I don't really need the bottom 10 one made at the moment. Yeah, I saw Mark Tanovic now as a YouTube channel. I'm not sure if he's going to be posting content or anything like that, but he's been chatting in people's comments, in people's live chat. So if we see, I think Mark currently is on Lockie stream. I might be wrong on that one, but if we see Mark at any time during the stream, that'd be pretty cool. And say good day to him. So we're currently in a KO ad break. We've got 3 now till the start of the game. Fairly busy, Bomber Hill, but it's good to see you in chat, mate. But yeah, it's been a fairly busy day. I haven't really left the house or anything like that. Just busy day, content-wise, streaming, ladder predictions. I don't want to call whilst the game is on, unless it's a really shocking game. Like, yeah, I know it's the preseason game, but I'd just rather just be chill. And it's not necessarily a chill feel when I've got people on call. So maybe at half time. Especially when I'm doing the banana chant. That's certainly anything but chill. You saw Mark at the Hawks v Pies stream? Yeah, it could have been him. But people have made a few fake Mark accounts in the past that haven't really found very funny. Like, at the start they're kind of funny, but it's just like, if you're going to make a fake Mark, can at least be semi-funny and actually act like how Mark would act in real life. And whoever runs that fake account is unable to do that. But you may as well. Alright, let's have a look, shall we? Cam link. That's the quality you're going to expect when I get that fixed. Look at that, it's clear as day. But not in the right position, the camera obviously. Still need to put the card in it, and it keeps losing signal after 30 seconds. It's been doing it for the last week, and it's been pissing me off. Pissing me off, man. Predictions chat for this game. 50 likes, guys. Come on, 22 needed before the start. We've got 60 now, 66. Arena McLaughlin, there you go. Shout out for you for your birthday. Isn't there a law about making fake accounts? Oh, if there was a law, half the community would be in jail, for God's sakes. I'd be in jail. I've made fake accounts back in the day. I still have a fake Sammy account. I still have a bloody fake Sammy account in my list of accounts. Not that I'd still use or anything, but what are the scores in the other game? Riders in chat. How are we, Henchy? Up the Dockers. Dockers are up by 3 points. I thought you'd be streaming it, to be honest. But again, it is a pre-season game, and you probably were busy working other stuff. Probably didn't have the time to set up a stream, because it's not easy setting up a stream. If you want it to look good, you know, it takes a lot of time. The graphics, especially when you're preparing a whole new setup, new scoreboard, new all this, new that, new Knew everything. Mate, at least 10, 15 people own a fake Sammy account. I still own a fake Sammy account, but I don't really use it. Geordie still uses, I'm sure. Geordie's got a plethora of fake accounts, like a ton. But yeah, this game, I think, could be quite high scoring. Both sides are able to attack, but I'll probably just go like an 80-95 scoreline. Don't know why I predicted the exact scoreline, but there you go, 80-95. I swear if I get that one right. Brighton Homes Arena. I think, if I'm not mistaken, this is the first game played at this ground between any men's AFL sides. Obviously it's a practice game, but still. And it would be, because this is a newly built ground. Newly renovated and all that for the Lions in their training. I wonder why the Lions have the Macca's logo in the same spot as their apparel sponsor logo should be. But to be fair, I've seen a few teams, you know, starting to adopt that. Like the Eagles do it for Caltex now, I think. The Saints use it for Dare Ice Coffee. And I don't even know who the Lions apparel sponsor are. Wouldn't have a clue. Couldn't tell you. Brisbane's one of the sides I want to get like my next hands on in terms of a scarf. And I know a couple people that are offering me a Brisbane Lions scarf, which would look pretty nice behind me in the collection. I like the Lions. I used to like them more, but I still don't mind the Lions. Stewart off to Myers, Daisy's favourite player. And off to Stengel. Hungry Jack sponsor, Eagles and... Yeah, but I meant like having the sponsor where the apparel sponsor should be, like right here. Because normally the major sponsor is on like the left or right side of the shirt. Guernsey. What do you mean, what's the score? It just started. The scores are 0-0. How can you not see the scores? Scores are as clear as they could ever be. They'd be clearer on this stream than they would be on the Fox Footy broadcast. Because it's much bigger and bolder. And I think cleaner, personally. But that's each their own. So Zach Guthrie inside 50. Who's there? Andrews. Needs a big season this year. Harris Andrews does if the Lions want to contend for the flag, which I think they will, but their defence is still a question mark for mine. They've got everything else going for them. Their midfield and particularly their forward line. Danaher back to Dunkley. Geez, that's exciting. The presence of Dunkley for the Lions, but Stanley takes the mark fullback. Did Elijah Messi do it? Yeah, he did. He did. And I told him, if I've got literally nothing better to do and you find a good, time slot, a time that I'm free, then yeah, I will film for you. But like, chances are I'm probably busy the time that he wants me to film the video. But I think he should be fairly flexible. And I'm not going to be like overly busy over the next week. I'm not going to have like the whole schedule, filled up or anything like that. But an Elijah Wilson video will not be up here in terms of my priorities. Been a kind of a crap start to the game. It's just been a bit of kick to kick. Every time a side tries to transition inside 50, their final kick just goes to an opposition player. We haven't seen a mark inside 50 yet. We haven't seen a score yet, so the scores are still 0-0. Wilmot, who I think will have a good season this year, up inside 50. Here's a chance for Ashcroft. Here's a chance for Ashcroft. Here's a chance for Ashcroft. Oh my goodness, he's almost. He's looking exciting though. He's looking like he's going to be a really good player. He's my tip for the Rising Star, but couldn't quite get that one over the line. Touched on the line. Because that was on target. Like that was going to go through. Tui loves the big barrels. We all know about the one that he kicked against the Saints last year, or 2 years ago. Here's a go for the Cats. Ollie Henry. And almost, but it's a good stuff from Starkeeper, I think that was. Oh, not a good handball. The Cats been a little bit sloppy early on. Here's a chance to make amends, and it'll be going over the line. Cam Rayner. So it's an interesting start to the game. Both sides have been under pressure, I guess, whenever they've gotten their hands on the footy. The scores top right, Sammy. You don't need to ask Michaela when the scores are right there. And they're live, by the way. I think we're approaching half-time in that game. Pretty close game as well, so I'm sure we'll head our attention over to that game when it's quarter time or whenever there's a break. Watch this whilst doing L's. Wait, what? Your L's test? Oh, I thought for a second whilst you were driving. I'm like, what the fuck? But then again, you only turned 16 the other day. Like, you wouldn't already have your L's, you would think. I'll let you on a bit of a secret. Whilst AL was live, I was watching an AFL Legend live stream whilst driving. The first and probably only person I'll ever watch on a live stream whilst behind the wheel. Why AFL Legend? Fucking don't. Don't even bother asking. Please don't. Cardi, I'm able to use Premiere Pro. Well, that's good. Although, I guess for your style of content, you only make shorts, do you? So you don't really need that advanced editing software, to be fair. I'm on my phone, so I can't see much of Sammy. Yeah, I guess fair enough. It's not massive, the scoreboard. I can make it a little bit, because there's really dead space here. I'll just extend it a little bit. I don't like the look of this scoreboard. I'd prefer a custom one, but I'm not manually updating the live scores of 2 games. Like, 1 game's enough to worry about. Enough to worry about for myself. Photoshop as well. Yeah, that's handy. It's very much handy. I know Lockie's trying to wrap his head around Photoshop and wanted to start using it for his videos. I think he certainly needs to use Photoshop if he wants to get better at the content. And I've told him, you got to start using Premiere Pro and editing on your laptop. He still edits on CapCut and crap like that on his iPad or phone. I'm like, mate, if you really want to take your content to the next level, you can't still be using your phone to make your content as a camera, but just for everything. So we've hit 100 viewers for the first time this stream, so promising signs early on. Kicking Lockie out the park in terms of viewers. What's he on? Oh, this music to my ears. He'll be pissed off. He's on 9. I'm on like 99. Bet you Dunkley's going to kick 3. Yeah, that's a good call, but early on it doesn't seem like that anyone's going to be scoring in this game. Still a scoreless or goalless game in the first 6 minutes. Stengel. Oh, he keeps it in. No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. And even if he did keep it in, it wouldn't have been a goal. You fully understand that, but I still feel like it's okay when you're still up and coming in under 1K. No, I don't normally give people shit for low viewers, but Lockie's been annoying me as of late when it comes to that sort of stuff, so it's kind of funny to give him a bit of a taste of his own medicine. And I'm sure he'll be probably or he might not be watching the stream, but he'll have that at the back of his mind, the viewer count. Here's a chance. And there we go, new recruit, Jack Gunston. That's the first of Gunston I've seen in 2023 for the Lions. And he kicks the first goal of the game. It took a while compared to the previous game. The previous game was a lot more free-flowing than this one, but 2 quality sides up against each other. It's going to be a good game, I reckon. Gunston kicks the first goal. Lockie just found out that Jezza wasn't playing. Oh, isn't he not playing? I didn't even realise that. Maybe that's why they haven't been scoring as easily, the Cats. They haven't got Jezza, they haven't got Hawkins. I've got bloody Jezza in my thumbnail. If I would have known he wasn't playing, I wouldn't have included Jezza in my thumbnail, but hey. Oh well. I'm not going to cry over spilt milk. I might grab something to eat at half-time or quarter time. Even if it's just a snack, I'm pretty hungry. What are your thoughts about the quality of footy? Yeah, I'm a fan of what I've seen so far, especially in the first game, Hawthorn-Collingwood. This game's been a bit scrappy, a bit more scrappy, but the Lions are looking pretty good. They're looking the better side. But the Cats have a few outs, to be honest. So Hipwood, the human toothpick, 203 centimetres, 25 years of age, so he's entering in his prime. He'd like a good season, big one. 100 likes, 52 required in the next 20 odd minutes, so let's get there, chat. See, I don't know about the Lions winning the flag. They can do it all in the home and away season, but when it comes to finals, it just, for some reason, doesn't seem to click. I mean, they were able to get things going last season, but even then, they never looked like a dangerous threat. But they're looking like a dangerous threat this season. They're doing pretty well early on, 13-0, early on in the first quarter. Hopefully, AFL 23's graphics will improve when we first enter the game. Not the biggest... Yeah, people have been sort of dissing the graphics in the comments of like the Instagram posts that AFL have been putting up. But like, of course they are, because you're not going to get graphics as good as FIFA or nearly as good as FIFA 2K. Because quite simply, the AFL don't have enough money that they can put into games like these. So that essentially the graphics just not going to be as good. Simple as that. Unless you've got like EA Sports making the game. Like, you're not going to expect the graphics to be as good, but you'd expect the graphics to at least be better than the last game. Which I think they are better, personally, but I'm sure they'll look better when you're actually playing the game, as opposed to the trailer or whatever, and the photos you see. So the Cats are yet to score. I'm sure Lockie won't be very happy, but it doesn't really matter. Yeah, I'll have to remind you again, because I know you'll forget, Bailey. You seem to forget quite a lot. You've forgotten a couple times already, and I need that Melbourne scarf. I need 12 more scarves, and Melbourne's one of the scarves I need. Thoughts on how the Hawks played? Yeah, they played pretty well. I liked how Dylan Moore played. Newcomb, Cam McKenzie had a good hit out. That Fergus Green guy kicked a few goals. He looked good. He was everywhere, really. All the Hawks players seem to bob up and have their fair share of the footy. And that is just too easy. Uncontested mark in the forward 50, and that will be a goal possibly to the Lions in Zach Bailey. Jesus, Geelong, what are we doing? The Cats seem off it at the moment. Yeah, but I'd rather not spend a heap of money on scarves on eBay, especially with shipping and all that. If people who have spares are willing to donate, then I'd happily accept them over the spending money on eBay for no reason. And that is another goal to the Lions. So 19-0. It's a similar start to the game that we just streamed. Because in the last game, the Pies kicked the first three and looked all over them. All over the Hawks. I'm not sure if Mr. Yeast is watching my stream, but don't jump on Lockie's stream and just spam, I've got more viewers than Lockie, because he's not going to want that, and I don't want that either. It's just not a good way of going about it. And this isn't just with my streams or Lockie's streams, it's for anyone's streams. Don't jump on other people's streams and just bring them down because of the fact they got less viewers. To be fair, they are missing players, some key personnel, but I expect them to start better than this, to be fair. Like, nothing halfway through the first quarter for the Cats. They've won the last 16 games in the premiership season. I mean, fucking hell. Or 15. I'm not sure if it was 15, 16, maybe even 14. Stark got a wicket. Oh, jeez, of all players, a fast baller gets a wicket on that pitch. Give us a score check for the cricket. I could put the cricket scores up on screen, but I just don't think it's necessary. We've got the footy scores already. It's a footy stream, not a cricket stream. Those that care can let me know in chat. Those that don't have to worry. Aren't you streaming the game go time? I swear Lockie's the only person that has followed through with their streams. I swear I've seen at least 3 or 4 streams scheduled for these games today. Yet not a single person, aside from bloody Lockie's, followed through with their streams. Wonder why. Couldn't possibly be because I'm going live. Surely not. 511. We've got to get them all out for at least... Well, for 200 at the very most, I think. But less than that, hopefully. Like 150, 160. But India's tailenders are pretty decent, actually, with the bat. They've shown that they're capable as of late. We need 45 likes in the next 15 minutes, chat. So everyone who's watching, hit that like button. Let's get it to go up. In fact, I'm going to set a challenge. Let's hit 100 likes before the Cats score their first score. It's probably going to be a very ambitious target considering they're going inside 50 now. And all they need is a score, like a behind or a goal. But, oh, it's a drop mark. Oh, no, it's going to be score now. No, it won't. Funny. Funnily enough, it wasn't even a score. Out of bounds. I wouldn't say this is concerning for the Cats. You can't really be too concerned in a pre-season hit out when you've got a few key players not playing for you, but still. Could still possibly get it done. 35 likes required. The Cats haven't scored yet. Come on, hit those likes up. Get them pumping up over the 70, 80 mark, 90 mark until we get to 100. Lions cleared out there again. Ashcroft, he already looks like a 100-game player. He looks ready-made, that guy. He'll be my Rising Star prediction. A bit of a spoiler ahead of my pre-season, or my latter predictions, but hey, not much of a spoiler when it's pretty obvious selection, Will Ashcroft. I mean, he's not Shannon, but sure. Look, could you just imagine if the Cats don't score at all? Not just in the first quarter, but in the whole game? Like, that would have to be a bit of a concern if that were to happen. It's not going to happen, but could you just imagine? Could you just imagine? I don't really want it to happen. I want this to be a close game because, you know, it's better for the stream, more exciting. You get the viewers up and about. Like, that's what you hope for all streams you watch. Or games you watch on stream. They lost against the Cats last year and I streamed that game as well. So, something about the Cats in pre-season games that they're just not able to perform in when I'm live. You know, the Cats are trying. I mean, if you're watching the game, you'll know what's happening, but they're finding it tough at the moment, the Lions. A side that you would expect to be pretty poor at this, you know, in defence, at being able to keep sides at restricting them with, you know, scoring heavily, and they're doing pretty well at the moment, the Lions. Which is a good early sign. $29 needed. Cats still on 0. Alright, apart from Hawkins and Cameron not playing, who else, football signs, do the Cats have out? Because I haven't really seen the lineup, so I wouldn't know. Can't really tell. Like, there have been a few players that probably haven't been cited very much, but that I know of, the only 2 players that aren't playing that should be are Cameron and Hawkins. I'm sure there are more, though. But you can't use that as an excuse. Like, they're great players, right, but still. Duncan, Henry, Bose. Yeah, I still wouldn't even count Bose. I don't think Bose is in your best 22. I'm talking about best 22 players, to be honest. Or like plays that were in Geelong's premiership side last year. Jack Bose, Graz. Cats picked them up in the trade period, alongside pick 7. Best teams are meant to have depth. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. So you can't really blame the fact that they've got a couple players out on why they haven't scored yet. I mean, oh, here's a chance. Finally, Stengel. They can't screw it up. Oh, they have. Oh, they actually have. They scored. Hallelujah. Even though it was almost out of bounds. And I'm still not going to count. Well, I'm going to count that, but it's not a goal yet. So let's change it to 100 likes before the Cats get their first goal. They're still goalless. But I'll bite my own words here. I bet you they go into it and kick one. Well, I don't want them to score a goal. When teams get to this sort of stage in the game where they haven't scored a goal late in the first quarter and it eats into the second, I just, like, that's the main thing I really care about in the game. That I just don't want that side to score a goal for as long as possible, because it's kind of funny and interesting, because you don't often see it happen. Like, when was the last time a side went goalless in a game of footy? Don't think it's happened since the 1900s. Or 1910s or 20s or whatever. Still yet to score a goal. The Cats, 0 goals 2 now. I mean, they'll certainly score one, probably in this quarter, but anyways. Yeah, nah, I don't think I will be going Mr. Saints fan. Even if it was like... Well, actually, to be fair, if it was the Socceroos for the World Cup, the men's one, in July, I probably still would, but I don't really care as much about the women's... enough to go to Fed Square for the games, and the atmosphere won't be as good. Like, the games are played in Australia, so if I wanted to go to a game, the tickets are probably sold out already, but like, I would have already gone to a game and got tickets rather than going to Fed Square. So, no, I don't think I will. Plus, it'll be during a month where I'm going to be really focused on the content and the footy and all that, so yeah, probably not. Cheers, Dylan. Not sure if you can call me that yet, but appreciate it for you tuning in. Oh, what a mark. The big O, Oscar McInerney. Yeah, 5 wickets, but we want to get all of them out. And Danaher strikes it, and that's another one. The guy that was interviewed in that video, if you watched it, that predicted Danaher to kick 200 goals this season, would want more of that. If Danaher were to theoretically kick 200 goals in a season, he need to kick on average 2 goals a quarter, almost. So it just will never happen. It wouldn't be any chance of happening even if it was the 1980s, 200 goals. Most goals in an AFL season, 150, shared between, who was it? Bob Pratt, I think, and Peter Hudson. And I think Peter Hudson had a chance to lead that feat, like stand alone, that title, to go ahead of Pratt, most goals in a season. He was on 150 and he kicked out on the full or something, or kicked a point 10 metres out, like really simple shot, he fucked it up. Kind of similar to how bloody Bradman screwed it up in his last game. He could have had an average over 100. Like, if I was Bradman, I still probably just would have played an extra game. Get that average over 100. They would just be playing with me all throughout, yeah, my post-career, if that was me. Lions looking good early here. 25 plays 2. Sorry. Don't know why it says 26. Fucking hell, I didn't mean to do that. StreamDeck can be quite sensitive, and then at times it can be the opposite of that. It won't register that I've put my finger on the button 15 times. maybe Banana Kid or Ollie. But I think at halftime I might grab something to eat. Even at quarter time. Because I'm getting kind of hungry now. You know, the Guzman and Gareth did the trick for the time being, but I need something else. Radaglia. I reckon he's going to find a permanent spot in that back six as a key defender. I don't know what position he's going to necessarily play, or if he's going to be in the best 22, but Fox Footy predicts Radaglia to be in the best 22. He's playing now, so yeah, he must be impressing the coaches. 220 now for the Cats. We've got 23 likes. Can we get there? Come on, come on, come on. Let's get to 23 likes before the Cats score their first goal, chat. It's the mission that I've set to you guys. So let's get it done. Tui, that could be out in the full, and it won't be. Well, again, I think at quarter time, I might also grab someone away. And even if I don't, 5 minutes is all you get out of quarter time, so if it were to happen, you'd rather it be at halftime, wouldn't you? How much for an overnight? Well, we'd need at the very least 24.1k subs. I'm not sure about an overnight, but I'd consider streaming post this game. It's just I've been in my setup all bloody day. Genuinely, I haven't just been, sort of leaning into the fact that I've been in my setup most of the day, but I've been doing other stuff. No, I've genuinely been here since 9 AM. I've been doing things aside from streaming or editing for maybe 40 minutes today. So I've been here all day. It's been a busy day in that regard. Have you been eating? Have you seen any changes? Yeah, I have. You don't notice as much, like when you just look at yourself right in the mirror. I guess I don't, but like when you compare yourself to older photos 4 or 5 months ago, you certainly see the differences. And when you're there as well, you see changes. Like you can lift a lot more and you can see the muscles develop. Here's a chance for the Lions. They've got numbers aplenty. Gunston, he's got... Oh, it was touched though. Was that Gunston? I mean, I saw number 19, but I'm not 100% sure what number Gunston's wearing this season. I think it's 19. He was 19 at the Hawks, but I'm not sure if he's 19 at the Lions. I haven't been adjusted to the new jumper numbers this season, but I think, yeah, he is number 19. So for anyone who didn't already know that also, now you do. Jack Gunston will be wearing number 19 for the Lions this year, just like the Hawks. And Rayner from outside 50 has put it to the right. Should I jump on Lockie's stream and just put in chat the... Yeah, just put in chat the Cats are shit. Or the two-peat's over, the dream is over, the dynasty's over, and the Lions could get a 50 here. No, they won't. Just say howdy, bitch. Yeah, like I did on your stream. Well, the Cats are going to go a quarter without scoring a goal. We're not going to get 100 before the end of the quarter, but we're going to get 100 unless something miraculous happens now. Especially considering Dunkley now gets a 50-metre penalty, so we should probably just ice the clock. All of the Lions' new recruits are looking good. Dunkley, Ashcroft, Gunston. They're fitting well, they're gelling well. And they're contributing on the scoreboard. I mean, Gunston contributed. Ashcroft could have got a goal in the first passage of play, and well, the time was gone on my end, but anyways, point to Dunkley. Poor kick. Yeah. Bloody Chief makes a good point there. I feel like the Lions should be in front by a bit more, and they're still up by 26 against the Cats, so yeah. Interesting start. Didn't expect this to be the outcome. I thought it'd be closer than that, but it's the first quarter. Anything can happen from this point onwards. But you like what you're seeing as a Lions fan. I think they're very well prepared for this season. I think they're going to be really, really difficult to beat. Like, good luck beating the Lions in 2023. Let's see how Lockie's going on his stream. I can't be bothered. It's boring. It's boring, to be honest. It's actually boring. I don't really find the streams that entertaining. Like, visually and just, I guess, entertainment-wise. Like, he's not really providing a lot. From what I've joined by, when I was joining. Yeah, I might quickly go downstairs to see what there is. So I'll be back in like a minute, maybe longer. Doesn't matter too much because it's quarter time and I'm hungry as crap. So like it. I actually wouldn't mind, when I join back, seeing the like count over 100. So 10 likes, there's a task. I know I've been mentioning it a few times the stream, but that's because it's the target I've set to you guys. So I'll do that. We'll see if we get 100 when we get back. No, I'm not. I'm not gonna pour it on in me or anything like that. I'm genuinely thirsty. I'm not wasting a perfectly good bottle of strawberry Big M, because that's just silly. I know in past I've done silly things like pour chocolate milk on myself, you know, because of a donation or whatever, but I'm not doing that tonight. Even if you want to donate 500, I'm not pouring shit on myself. Couldn't find anything really to eat, but this will fill me up. Worst case scenario. Yeah, I don't know. I guess streaming, me getting a whole bottle of anything upstairs would possibly draw a red flag, but not doing anything dumb tonight. Yeah, you can, Sammy. I will give it to you. I'm not playing Evo. I'm not going to play Evo until the new game comes out. So essentially what I mean by that is I'm not playing Evo again because when the new game comes out, why would I want to play Evo? No reason to play Evo. It's a stale game. And it's been stale for the last 6 months, to be honest. No one's really been making any content on Evo or playing it or anything really on the servers. You know, I've been trying to see if anyone's online. There's no one on the servers anymore. Because people have just had enough of the game. They've stopped giving a crap, the developers, it seems. Wicked Witch. Well, in the meantime, since it is quarter time and we've got a break, I'm going to put on the Port v Frere game for a little bit. We'll see if we can find UCAT in the crowd. I don't know who's been watching this game in chat, but if anyone has anyone been able to spot any fellow faces in the chat, or in the crowd, like a UCAT or I think Twisted Footy might be at the game as well, maybe. Because he lives in Perth. I mean, I'm looking for him. But I'm not sure what he's wearing. I don't know where he's sitting. Can someone tell UCAT to stand on the goals? Because then he'll get on TV. I know he's at the game. Can I message him? Actually, there's no point, because by the time I message him and tell him to do so, I'll have the other game on anyway, so I won't be watching it. You see UCAT, I saw UCAT. I doubt that you'd see him. And if you did see him, you'd tell me where, and you'd probably put it up on your channel, like you have for a lot of other instances where you see people at games. I know he didn't see UCAT, or at least I heavily doubt he saw him. You know, just as I mentioned UCAT, it looks like a low quality game of football, this one. But to be fair, I'm not watching that much of a higher skill game of footy in the other one. I mean, the Lions are pretty dominant, but the Cats have been a little disappointing. Yeah, we got 100 likes. I'll scale the rest of this Strawberry Bing M to say cheers for 100 likes. Bloody hell, that was pretty good. Fills me up. But I'd still like to get some food in me when I can. Well, I didn't have 23k. I had 23.9k. I've been sitting on that for a while, but last Friday I hit 24k, so I've gained around 100 subs in like 6 days, which isn't bad considering I couldn't gain a single sub in like a month when there was no footy on. Now, can someone tell me whether the new game is on, yes or no, Brisbane v Geelong? Because I feel like it's already started, but no one's mentioned in chat. I feel like it's certainly started. It's been more than 5 minutes. I've been out and about watching the other game. And to my surprise, it's just about to start. Okay, hasn't started yet, but good timing. Good timing. And we're 8 subs away from 24.1. That's pretty good. I reckon we can get there tonight. And how about that? If we get there tonight, we go maybe a few subs past 24.1. I'll stream for a bit later. But I really don't know what I am going to stream because there's nothing to stream. I might just do a just chatting or something. Or maybe GeoGuessr. I'm not sure. See, when the new game's out, that's all I'm going to stream really for a good portion of time. Like, apart from the AFL live reaction, there'll be that and the new game, and that's it. What else will there be to stream? Nothing really. I'm not going to be streaming GeoGuessr in the, well, maybe, but like peak footy season, peak time viewers, I'm not going to be doing GeoGuessr or reacting to vids or just chattings instead of an AFL Evo stream. Like, fuck that. Alright, well, chat, predictions on when the Cats will score their first goal. I'm going to go with 13 minutes to go in the second quarter. It'll be in this quarter, surely. I'll be extremely shocked if it takes them 2 quarters to score a goal. Especially for it to be a side like the Cats to go that long without a goal. Because he's an icon, it's the Banana Kid. And I gave him a mod before you started chatting, I think. Well, that might be a lie, actually. But it doesn't matter. People complaining about mods annoy me. If you really care that much, then you shouldn't be deserving of one. Collingwood beat Hawthorn by 6 points, 100 to 106. Yeah, it was a good game of footy. A really good game of footy. For God's sake, I got a copyright claim. Oh, it was just my last stream. And that is not a surprise whatsoever because I purposely used copyrighted music because I didn't really care. I thought they changed the rule YouTube where you could actually use copyrighted music on your streams and it wouldn't matter. And a good goal from Zach Bailey. No, Lockie Neal. Or was it Zach Bailey? No, it was Lockie Neal. From outside 50. The man with the big calves. We all love Lockie Neal's calves. He's in the thumbnail. He's a part of the Ball Magnets. He actually... Let's grab the Ball Magnets shirt. Or jersey. And let's show you the Lockie Neal signature. There you go. Hand signed. Certainly didn't sign it thinking that I would get given this, but regardless, probably doesn't even know I exist, Lockie Neal. Imagine he's thinking about me right now. Imagine he's thinking, now, look, I did score that goal, but I wonder who's in possession of that ball magnets tee. Well, you'd be safe to know that it's in good hands at the moment. You'd be really appreciative of that. Oh, the timer. Got to start that up again. Jeez, the timer's been a real cause of concern in this stream. This is a weirdly designed GMHBA stadium. Well, if it's similar to a GMHBA stadium, then why are the Cats not well suited to these conditions? They're playing like shit. Bloody hell, UCAT just saw twisted footy at the footy and sprayed it. So, yeah, the Lions, if they really wanted to be, they could be up by a few more goals here. 35 plays 2. 10 scoring shots plays 2 scoring shots. And in the other game, the Dockers are leading the power. 6-11, 47 to 4-6, 30. As the Lions just get another inside 50 here. Cameron's been a bit quiet. Well held. There's Stewart. So for those wondering, I'll be streaming Bulldogs v North most likely on the Saturday as my final pre-season game. Live reaction before the real stuff starts. In round 1, I'll be doing maybe 2 games. I think for sure just the one at the moment, Richmond Carlton. But I'll try and stream a couple games a week. Now that YouTube don't have live streams under the video section tab in the like on YouTube on like someone's channel, their video section tab, it's separate from the live streams. I might do a couple more live streams so it doesn't fill up my videos as much. Son of their triple premiership line, Marcus, 318 games for the Bears and Lions. Poke pass from another of their recruits, Connor McKenna. Talk to your people. Yeah, sorry, I was just messaging someone on Instagram in a group chat. So I haven't really been saying anything, but there hasn't been much to say. It's been a boring start to the quarter. The Cats don't look like scoring. The Lions... Oh, well, just as I say that, bloody Charlie Cameron goes up in the sky. Finally, something actually happens in this game, and Charlie Cameron, known for the big hang... First bit of action for Cameron tonight. Got to be the mark of the year for the pre-season. Mark of the week. That would be up there, the mark of the week, you would think. And the Lions. That's one thing about the Lions, to be honest with you, that they need to improve on. That's their goal kicking. They can get that many chances on goal, scoring shots. But they can, 35 scoring shots. But instead of a 22 goals, 13 or whatever, they score 15 goals, 20, 14 goals, 21. And instead of being like a 12 goal win, it's only like an 8 goal, 7 goal win. They don't punish teams enough. They didn't punish the Saints enough in that game as well when we play them. Because we really should have lost that game by like 8 goals. Because I think the Lions, to be honest with you, were an 8-goal better side. After half-time especially. In the first half, it was pretty even. But not in the second half. Tonight's game just... Yeah, I guess it does. But even with Hawkins and Cameron, I don't think it would have changed too much. I still think the Lions would be up by a good 4 or 5 goals. But, yeah, whenever they do go inside 50, there aren't many targets for the Cats. It's a pretty small forward line for them tonight. Very small. They've got Close, Parfit, Stengel, Myers. Yeah, I don't actually see any player in the forward line that's over 6'2", whatever. Do you like my top 8 ladder thing for live stream? I would like to have a look at it again, but it's a good idea. I mean, I've got it up on my screen, but if you can get it executing well and it looks good, then don't mind it.
So for the Cats' first goal of the evening, Gary Rowan didn't play last week against Hawthorn.
Oh, that's a goal. There we go. The Cats are on the board early. And what did I say? Did I say 13-minute mark or 12-minute mark? I know there's like no one in chat at the moment. Or no one's really saying anything very important or informative in chat. But did I... For those who were there like 10 minutes ago, I swear I said 13-minute mark. The Cats get the first goal. If so, that's a pretty good prediction. But I can't remember. Because as Anthony says right now, at the moment, it's just the primary schoolers. You're right. People are saying Geelong are playing bad when they have no Duncan, Cameron, Hawkins, Smith. Yeah, I know. They've got a few key personnel there, and I don't think it's going to worry them too much. It's not like it's the real stuff. Like, they're probably expecting a loss, if anything, to be honest. They're probably just playing around with a different game plan or a different game style, possibly. Yeah, you'd make it seem as if, though, you would think with a chat, you'd only have like 40, 50, not 90. I want to put my phone away because when I'm on stream, I don't really want to be just glued on my phone and messaging. People in the chat, mainly kiddos, are overreacting. A few of them are, yeah, about like the Cats unable to... Oh my god, well maybe it isn't an overreaction with a kick like that. Jesus, Sam Simpson, you are a fucking disgrace if you're going to be doing things like that. Oh, actually, I know Lockie despises Sam Simpson for whatever reason. I want to see what his reaction is to that kick on the stream. It'll be pretty funny, I reckon.
Sam Simpson, 7 disposals. Here we go. Sam Simpson for his first goal in forever. Gee, you can tell he hasn't played footy in a while.
Oh, I thought he'd be more pissed than that. Or not pissed, but like, I thought he'd have more of a go at him. But didn't really do that. Oh, it's been an underwhelming game of footy, this one. Now I kind of want the Cats, since they've got that first goal, open the floodgates, score a few more, make a contest out of this one. Even if they don't win it, I don't really care who wins. I actually did predict the Cats to win it. I feel like whenever I predict the Lions to win a game, they lose. But when I predict against the Lions, they win. Obviously not all the time, but a lot of the time it seems to happen, which is an odd occurrence. Yeah, the only time I should get it out is for the call. I'll get it out a few times throughout the streams, right? You're obviously going to expect that to happen, but I don't want to be sitting on my phone messaging people whilst I'm streaming. As Guthrie has just missed. Well, I say just. It was a little bit more than just. You made yours on OBS. Yeah. I don't know about making graphics on OBS. I really don't. I tried to make graphics on OBS when I first started because that's all I knew. But as soon as I found a way to make my graphics on any other platform, didn't just have to be Photoshop. It could have been pixel art, anything. I use that because you're very limited with what you can do on bloody pixel art. Sorry. Oh my god. OBS. Fuck. We have the best depth in the comps as a Rio. I don't know what team you support, but if you support... Well, what team probably has the best depth? I'd probably say, honestly, the Cats, to be honest with you, even though they're not displaying that very well in this game. But if you go for the Cats, yeah, you probably do, but I don't know what team you go for, so... what else are the Eagles? Probably bottom 4, but I don't think they'll be... a side in the lower end of the bottom 4. I think they'll be in that like 14th to 16th spot, like that range. I think they'll have a better season for sure, but they're not going to be great. They're obviously going to still struggle like they did last year, but hey, they're slowly going to have to get better. 42 plays 9 now. Danaher gets the 50-minute penalty, bangs out the arena, if you can call it that. I mean, it is Brian Holmes Arena, the ground, but I wouldn't really call it an arena when there's no roof or anything like that. I'll stream later, Graz, if I get to 24.1k tonight. So if we get to 24.1k as a bit of a reward to you guys, or 24.1, like 24,105 or something, a little bit over that amount, then yeah. Because I'll be a little bit annoyed, or not annoyed necessarily, but slight little bit disappointed if I couldn't get to that stage. Because I feel like the live reaction is going to help me grow quite a bit. Because it's a good way of getting new viewers onto the channel. Because people search up Brisbane v Geelong, try and get a game out of it. Even if they want to watch the actual game, they might be like, well, this person's good enough, we'll check out this live stream, and if they enjoyed enough, they'll possibly subscribe. Here we go. Geelong will get a goal back. Ollie Dempsey this is. He's played a few games. I think he made his debut last year in that game against the Roos at Tassie. I think that's when he played his first game. There was like an Ollie Dempsey fan club. And he's gone the banana for whatever reason. I don't know why, but it doesn't matter. It's a goal. He wasn't going to mess that one up, but a risk to go the banana from that close in front. Freo were dominating the power. They're not... they're kind of dominating. I haven't really watched the game. The scoreboard doesn't necessarily suggest the domination, but they're comfortably winning. Views are alright for a game like this. Hasn't been a very interesting game, but if we can get over 90 viewers for games like these where there's just been nothing going on in them really, no real action, no real entertainment, it hasn't been a close one, and it's a pre-season game, then it's not too bad. Plus Lochie's streaming as well. I'm sure if he wasn't streaming I'd get a few more. So here we go, there's Dempsey again. He looks to be a promising young player. I keep fucking saying that, and then the player does that. He kicks it straight to a Lions player in Wilmot. Another promising player, Dunkley, kicks it forward. Push in the back, Radaglia. That'll be a free kick against Radaglia. And it'll be given to Danaher. And it's Joe Danaher. He can probably kick it from outside 50, but he won't. He'll try and pass it. Oh, well, look, Jake, I won't swear in all my videos, but for the live streams and the matchday vlogs, they're just going to happen. Like, I don't know if I need to give people a warning before they join the streams or the videos. But look, here and there, might be swearing. Just throw that out there. But I won't be as, like, vulgar as... I'll try not to be as vulgar. Or as excessive with the swearing, but it might come out here or there. Exactly, we swear all the time. No one really cares, but there are a few people that let me know here and there. Which is understandable. You know, I have a few young people watching the streams and videos. I want to set a good example, but again, majority of the people that watch my content can handle that sort of language. But I'm not going to obviously swear for the footy card videos. That'd be a little bit silly, because you know, with the footy card videos, you get majority of the young viewers watching those sort of videos. So if I just decide to do a footy card video, g'day motherfuckers, today we're opening 10 fucking packs of Team Coach, you fucking piece of fucking shit. Let's open the cards. Fuck, this is a shit pull. It'd be dumb. It'd just throw away any possible chances of new viewers or sustained viewers. Like, the parents aren't going to let their kids watch that sort of content, are they? So I'm not going to do that. I'll be clean with the footy card videos at least. And really for all the other videos aside from the vlogs. The vlogs, if I want to swear in the vlogs, I'll swear in the vlogs. I don't really care. Fuck, I got a rookie card. Well, that's the thing. When I get like a bad pull or a pull that I already have a card of, like a double or something, I'm not going to swear. I'll just be like, oh, that's sort of disappointing. I just realised the Lions kicked the point. Wasn't even paying attention. Yeah, footy cards and swearing, in my opinion, just don't mix. Oh, big leap from Rowan. Got two hands to it, couldn't hold it down. Yeah, I am excited about Philippou there, Terry. Very excited. It was the most promising part. Or the most promising player, I should really say, in the hit out we had against the D's. Jesus, Danaher. That almost was a Mark Danaher, sorry, Gunstan point. Oh my god, what am I doing? There we go. 44-15. I'm excited for the AFL 23 game. I'm not excited about the release date though, mate. Cody C. I've expressed my dissatisfaction on that in the previous stream. Here we go, the Cats rebound. And good transition. Well done. Simpson, you probably want to pass it after your last shot. Absolutely sprayed it. Shanked it off the side of his boot. Couldn't even register a score. Yeah, maybe Arch takes dubs. That'll still stay in play. You have 24.1, refresh your sub count. Oh shit. How have I hit 24.1 so quickly? Oh, well, it's a Geelong v Brisbane live stream. I'm not going to necessarily assume they're all alts as much as I would if this was just a regular stream. Like a live Just Chatting or GeoGuessr. Oh, I don't know. They might be alts, but they might not be. I don't think too many of those subscribers will be taken away as opposed to like a, yeah, late night chatting stream. Because that would be a little bit concerning, because how the hell would people find out about the stream when there's no search term for late night chatting? But there'll be a search term for a stream like this, so it might just be someone who recently joined the stream and wants to say something in chat, or wants to subscribe. In fact, Might as well for the second half. It's a hidden tactic to get some new subscribers. Just set the stream to subscribers only mode. I don't do it all the time, but sometimes if I feel like it, I'll do it. So we'll do it. Shouldn't really matter to those already watching because they'll already be subscribed. But for those who aren't, you must be subscribed to the chat. Get around it, Xavier. Thank you for the 3-month veteran member. This has been a pretty garbage game of footy, to be honest. But the fact that it's a pre-season game, it doesn't really matter as much. But if this is a proper game, like an AFL regular season game, I'd be a little bit more pissed off. But honestly, yeah, I'm fine. Because we just saw a really good game of footy previously, so I'm not that annoyed. And now Goton's become a member for 5 months as a veteran, so... Oh, 13, sorry, I saw your message. If you get 5 years, like, you'd have to be up there with only a handful, or 2 or 3. I don't think there are going to be many people that'll get to the 5-year mark as a veteran member. Like, that's another 4 years, right? But who knows where the channel will be in 4 years. I reckon in 4 years' time we'll be close, if not already on 100k subs. And Danaher should kick the goal here. He's all alone. Been pretty good in this game, Danaher. He's done what he's needed to do. Geelong always don't do well in the preseason. Yeah, they don't really take preseason too seriously, the Cats. I don't think Ross Lyon, when he was under the realm against at the Saints back in 2009, 2010, you know, we didn't really do well in the preseason games either. At least for a lot of them. I'm not necessarily using that as an excuse into why we lost today, last week, but still. But there we go. Huntsman, 6'9", 45 on the scoreboard. That's the second Huntsman of tonight. Even though we're struggling low, glad footy's back. Yeah, for sure. Like last year was, I mean, not last year, last week. Last week didn't really feel genuine, but it feels a lot more genuine now. It's more the real stuff. You've got the Fox Footy scoreboard, the Fox Footy commentators. This game's broadcast on, again, on Foxtel. And you've actually got a proper length in terms of the time and quarters. Like an actual AFL game, as opposed to last week where we saw just random quarters and times. And periods. I mean, they weren't really quarters, were they? They were periods. With the score, it feels a lot more real. Yeah, I know. For sure. So it feels a lot closer to the real stuff. My latest video hasn't done that great, to be honest. Just had a look at it. I thought I'd do a little bit better than that. But at the same time, I wasn't expecting to do that great. It was just a bit of a filler video. Still, surprisingly enough, it's still a 4 or 10, which goes to show how poorly the videos of late have done. You're the halftime entertainer. I might get you on. I'll get you on for a little bit. Especially if I get bored at halftime. I'm already bored now, to be honest. But like, we're gonna watch the whole game, right? It's the footy. Even if it's a crap game, it's still footy. It's more exciting than... It's probably more exciting, in my opinion, a game of footy that's average than a really exciting game of soccer. But not all the time. Like, that World Cup game was... like, I would certainly prefer to be watching that World Cup game than this game, but most soccer games would still prefer this game over. Because it's footy. And we love footy. We just love the footy, as Brett Kirk would say. Actually, what we can do at 3/4 time, we can watch the Freo v Port Adelaide game. Well, maybe we won't, because it's currently 3/4 time on that game as well. Well, obviously it'll be a longer break in this one than the 3/4 time break. So when the 3/4 time break finishes, we can watch a bit of that game. Oh yeah, go time. I saw that you were running. Was it 100k in March? Oh, I don't know what the cause is for. I think it might have been children's cancer or whatever, but I'll certainly donate to that. I might just wait till you next go live, because I'd rather see your reaction to the donation as opposed to just me doing it out of the blue. Really respect that there, go time. And for anyone else that doesn't already know, definitely donate to the cause. Even if I like pin the link or something, he should have a mod. Yeah, that's not Caden. Pretty obvious. Really low skill game of footy, this one. Like, even for the Lions, to be honest. Like, yeah, they've been the more dominant side and all that, but like, they've been dropping a few marks. They've been a bit lazy at times, and they've been missing a lot of easy goals. And Ashcroft will be pissed off about that, although he did miss it. Alright, well that is it for the bloody half. Been an average game. Like, I expected the first game to be the worst game of the two, not this one to be the worst game of the two, and this has certainly been the lesser of the two games, but 45 plays 15 at half time. You never know, it could still be a close game of footy. I mean, the Lions have kept the Cats in it with their inaccuracy and their, I guess, their sloppiness. But both sides have been sloppy in this one, particularly, to be honest with you, the Cats. I will watch a bit of the Port v Freo game now, I reckon. And if you're new to the channel, put a W in chat. 100 kilometers, 7.5k stat. Yeah, I say I probably wouldn't be able to do it, but if I really set myself out to it, then it's 100 k's, what, 3 and a bit k's a day if I wanted to average it out. I'd be able to do it, right? But not easy. It's not easy. I'm not a fan of running, so it certainly takes a lot of commitment to do something like that. And you need to be pretty fit to be able to do that. A mate of mine that I know, he's aspiring to run a marathon soon. I'm not too sure when, but it'll be like, okay, the game started for the other game, so I'll watch that. It'll be along the Great Ocean Road, I'm pretty sure. I think from Lawn to like Apollo Bay or Torquay, somewhere along the coast. So yeah, props to him for doing that. Yeah, can someone just get rid of that bloody Cade McDonald account, the fake one? It's obviously not Caden. People need to realise that it's not how Caden would speak in real life. And the power, to be honest with you, this game could be interesting. It's only 16 points, but from what I've heard, I think the Dockers should be up by more. They've been the more controlling side. And the power on a Huntsman. Alright, at 9:25, Banana Kid. Remind me and I'll give you a bit of a call until the start of the third. Thoughts on Sydney v Carlton. How am I supposed to give you thoughts on a practice match that hasn't started yet? Like, what do you want me to say? I'm not going to watch it. Actually, no, actually, I might watch the game because let me just quickly have a look at the preseason fixture on. Okay, just don't show it on the AFL app for some reason. But yeah, I think 4:10 p.m. Let's just quickly have a look at the fixtures here quickly. 4:10 p.m. Saints v Essendon, City v. So I can actually watch that. I probably will watch it because the game won't finish as late compared to last week's game where it was like a 7-period game. So it finished at like. I'm just gonna quickly fix this up. It finished at like 8 o'clock, or I left the game at like around 8, and I only ended up getting home at like 10 because I head to Southland afterwards. So it was certainly, I was certainly there for a lot longer than I probably expected to be there for. Not really complaining or anything like that, but it meant I had to get the match day vlog out the next morning, and I had to like wake up really early in the morning to get it out because I was just too tired when I got home. If for whatever reason, or let's just say it was a earlier finish and I got up at 6:37, I could edit during the night while another game was on. all the Cats fans are complaining in my chat as well, or not just the Cats fans, just a lot of the younger people in the chat have all just been saying, oh, this is concerning for the Cats. Cats are crap now. It's all this, and that. It's a practice game. The Cats have a lot of players out. They don't have their full strength squad. They're playing the Lions, who many are tipping to finish first, and it's a home game for them. Like, I'm not surprised. Like, if I would have known this, I would have been tipping the Lions to win probably by a few goals. But at the same time, I didn't expect the Cats to be this poor. Both sides haven't been great, but the Cats have been a little bit disappointing. And the Power have made it a 9-point game, so starting to get a little bit close. In fact, I almost might just watch this game instead of the other one. Especially if it's a close game to finish things off. What I'll do, actually, I'll get rid of the match center at the bottom because that's not needed. Sure, though, the Dockers still end up winning this game, but so far in this quarter, from what I've seen, it's been all Port Adelaide. I haven't seen a Freo goal yet, and I've seen a couple Port goals. And a fake roaming has, because I recently modded the real one. Like, yes, I could just click on the channel to see if it's the real one or not, but it's just easier to give mods to the bigger channels so I can clearly tell. Because I'm not going to need to worry about giving mods to everyone, because there won't be fake accounts made of every channel that I know. But for the big accounts, such as Haz and Caden, they'll get fake accounts made of them, so I'll just make a mod. Plus, they deserve mods. Just hide them. Don't even time them out, just hide them and don't even take any notice of them. In fact, I'm going to stop taking notice of the fake accounts because it's what they want. Bit of reaction. If the AFL game has an ultimate team, it'll be so good. Yeah, everyone seems to want an ultimate team. Everyone except for Studi. He's the only person that I know. And I did actually miss that. So technically, I still haven't seen a Freo goal in this game. But yeah, anyways, I think... Who was that? A miss? Who kicked that? Sturt. He's number one. Sam Sturt. Alright. Outside 50 as well. Massive. The UT would be called team coach mode or something. Team coach. Surely not team coach. Remove arch mods. I'm not going to remove him. When people are arguing between each other in the chat, I'm not just going to time someone out or hide them because you don't like them. That's not how it goes. But if they're disrupting myself or majority of the people in chat and being just a complete dick, then yeah, I will get rid of him. But I don't see him doing anything wrong at the moment. And another goal. It's been a goal fest in this quarter. 4 goals already in 4 minutes, and it's been a game where it's been a little bit low scoring. So, joined at the right time here on this one. Port v Freo. I kind of don't want to watch Brisbane v Geelong, or at least finish watching this game and then switch over to the other one. Now, a 9/11 Huntsman alert here. A 9/11 Huntsman watch. The Power need 1 goal and 1 behind to get to 9/11. And the Dockers need 2 behinds to get to the 69. I've yet to see it in a live game of footy where a side has been on a Huntsman, a side has been on an OG Bomber. I know the meme is probably getting a little bit old now, but until it happens in an AFL game, I'm going to continue to mention it. So we need it to happen. An OG Bomber and Huntsman watch. That's honestly all I care about right now. You can see the scores, top right, 67. Obviously, the Dockers can't get the 9/11, but they can still get the Huntsman if they kick 2 more points. Shit. The Banana Kid wants to call on stream. I'm sort of invested into this game. It's not that I'm not ready, but I'm kind of... Well, look, I'll accept the call if he kicks this, but if he misses and the chances of the OG Bomber Huntsman watch is still on the cards, I'll still watch the game until it can no longer happen. Then I'll call you. You might not have any idea what I'm talking about, but okay. What I'll tell you right now is the two scores that I need both sides to be on is 69 and 65. So if Freo kick a goal here, they can't be on 69. So I'll just call you. Come on, miss this. He's kicked it. All right. Well, so much for the OG Bomber Huntsman watch. All right, I'll call you, Banana, or you can call me. Actually, we'll get you on again. Get the viewers up. But you gotta be entertaining. And actually, do you know what's funny? Since the last time he joined us, we're now on 24.1k subs. So I've actually got the amount, the chat promised, and they fulfilled their promise, which I'm pretty happy about. And the subs are actually going up quite quickly now. It's not like we've just scraped past over the 24.1k mark. We're now on 24,112. But yeah, I'm still really annoyed about the fact AFL 23 is released in April of Gatherand. Like, fuck. What am I going to do? Like, I'm going to have to pray that the game will be able to be released on the store. Not physically, but on the store. So as it ticks over 12 o'clock, I can get onto it. I'm not going to stream it. I'm going to film a video, maybe two. And then by then I have my laptop fixed, so I can just use it to edit the video whilst on the train, whilst on the plane, on the way to Adelaide and all that. And then hopefully have it finished by the time I land. Drop that at 4, and then I'll probably bring my PS4 and maybe even a monitor to Adelaide. I don't even give a shit. Like, if I really need to, I probably won't miss an AFL game because of AFL 23, but I was going to say maybe stream Thursday nights to go to the Adelaide Colin game. That's a bit of a stretch, but I'll figure out a way to combat it. I'm still pissed off, but it's not like I'm the only one suffering. I am kind of envious that you are able to stream the game, Blaze, that you come back from Japan just before releases. Like, fucking hell, the luck. Talk about luck. Anyways, look, we got back on the stream. Are we? You were a fan favourite in the last stream, so I thought I'd have to get you back on since, there's nothing really much to do at halftime. We're just watching Port v Freo.
Yep.
Good to see that the Pies got the win for your sake.
Yes.
Did you get nervous at the end of that one? I know it was a practice game, but it was a close finish.
Very good game.
It was a good game.
So I just want to make a disclaimer.
Alright.
I am not doing the banana chip.
He's not doing the banana chip. What if we hit over 100 viewers at any stage? Would you consider it or reconsider your decision?
And what's what? If we get 100 and
He's going to go
45
big.
likes in the next 3
Alright,
minutes.
that's doable. 145. How about we go 145 by 9:30? Yeah, 9:32. Next 3 minutes.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Alright. And if he does that, he can do another banana chat. And I think that's what everyone wants. Brisbane Lions, you're just not funny, mate. You really aren't.
I know, Cardi, some people are big little dickheads in the chat.
Oh, yeah. Let them know about it. Ollie, tell me about it.
They're being idiots.
Exactly. But hey, you can't really control chat at this, these times because people are just going to say what they want to say.
Oh, you remember JQ Ben saying don't swear?
Yes.
If he doesn't want you to swear, how about he leaves the chat and pisses off?
Exactly. I mean, you can't expect me not to swear even though it's just him, it seems, in the chat that...
You're old enough to swear.
Exactly. And I think the audience is mature enough to handle a bit of swearing here and there. It's not like I'm doing a, I don't know, toy review stream or anything like that. I'm watching the footy, for God's sake. So if I want to swear, I can swear.
That's fine. Who have you got winning this game? I think it's pretty obvious.
Are we doing Brisbane Geelong or Port v Freo?
Let's do both.
Well, I think for both games, it's probably pretty straightforward, particularly for the Lions-Cats game. You've got to have the Lions. They've been the better side. They should win it pretty easily.
Yeah.
And then this game's the more interesting one at the moment. At 13 points, the Power are getting back in the contest, but I think the Dockers should still hold on. I've got them to win it by a couple goals. What about you?
Sorry for the poor.
I just want to be careful, actually.
I've got Fremantle by 15.
Fremantle by 15. Yep, could see it happening.
And then for the Brisbane game, I've got Brisbane winning by 69 points.
69. Oh, you've picked a good number. You've picked a very good
Thank
number.
you.
Hopefully for the line. Well, as much as I want it to be close, if it's going to be a smashing, 69 is a good margin.
Come on, people in chat. We only need 5 more likes and I'll do the... Someone just unliked. What an idiot. Do they not want me to do the chant?
They must not. I'm going to chuck the phone next to the mic so my arm doesn't get sore having to hold it.
Yeah. Don't want your arm to get sore,
No, that wouldn't be great.
do we? What's it like being a streamer?
Is that a question from you to me, or did you read the chat say that?
You to me. I mean me to you.
Yeah, it's all right. Pretty fun when it's going well, but sometimes it can be pretty frustrating when things don't go your way with the equipment and the live streams and the OBS lag and all that.
Cardi, you know what's something very shocking?
What's something very shocking?
You need to eat.
I did eat, but I haven't eaten enough. You're right. I got it. Oh, when this
eat a lot more.
when this game finishes, I'll cook up something before I possibly stream again. I think we will stream later tonight, but I want to have a bit of a break before we get back to it.
Yeah. So it's been a pretty boring game.
It has, yes.
Geelong, very shocking.
Are you concerned at all?
Yeah,
You
pretty
are?
concerned.
Pretty, even though it's a pre-season game, they got a few players out. Still a bit
Yeah,
concerning.
still pretty concerned. They are the reigning premiers.
Yeah, fair enough. I don't know if you want to say that to Lockie, because he wouldn't be on the same page of that.
If I was lucky, I would be
How,
throwing
Blaze?
the TV.
Yeah, fair enough. Apparently Blaze can't get tickets to Dogs v North even though it's a practice game. How are you not getting how is that?
Do you even need tickets for a practice game?
Well, actually, good question. I think for these games you probably do, but then again, like you're playing at Optus or Icon, they call it now. You'd be able to get tickets, mate. Ask Jimbo. Honestly, he's the only person I know who's at the game. Just ask Jimbo. Like, I'm sure you wouldn't mind if you had to sit with him, assuring that you'd actually get a chance to go to the game.
So, what I've tipped for round 1, I'm actually going to go to the Footy Tips app.
Yeah, give us your early round 1 predictions. I won't do mine yet. We'll save it for when the real stuff comes
video
down.
out tomorrow, don't want to spoil it.
Well, those are the season predictions, but my round 1 predictions will be out the week of round 1, as will all the round predictions.
Right, for Carlton Richmond, I've got Richmond by 20. For Geelong and Collingwood,
That'll be a good game.
I've picked Collingwood. For North Melbourne,
Yeah, Blaze.
Melbourne versus West Coast, I've picked North.
A few even
For
matchups.
Yeah. For Port versus Brisbane, I've got Brisbane. For
Yep.
Melbourne versus Bulldogs, Blaze will get pretty pissed, but I've got Melbourne.
All right. Well, yep.
For Gold Coast versus Sydney, I've got Sydney.
Fair.
For
I'll go to Sunrise.
GWS, I've got Adelaide. For
No.
Hawthorn versus Essendon, I've got Essendon.
But be careful
And
the
for
last one. Be
For the
careful.
last pick, I've got Freo against St Kilda.
Oh, it's just
Sorry.
the wrong call there, the wrong choice. The Saints are getting up in the first game. Well, We'll bounce back. We'll prove the doubters wrong.
Sorry, Cardi. Just realised you got for seconds.
Yeah, not happy with that, Ollie. Might have to reconsider the continuation of this call. But nah, fair enough. Predictions to predictions. Com is happy with the predictions. Apparently the like counter isn't updating. It does that sometimes and it just updates on its own. Because I'm pretty sure if I go on the... well, we're still on 141 it says.
Yeah, Cardi, aren't people just so stupid? Like they
Yep.
make fake accounts.
Yep. Yeah, you're not wrong. You've got a lot of common sense and a lot more brains than a lot of people in chat. Because, you know that...
Like expecting... I'm a kid in year 3
Mm-hmm.
who's got like probably more brains than a bunch of idiots.
You've got more brains than half the
He
chat.
hates me.
Than half the
Shut
time.
up, Blaze, and I don't hate you.
Blaze. Get shushed.
Okay, you can swear, Cody. I'm not Jakey Bear.
No, it's alright. It's alright.
W Banana Kid. Yeah, Braz 10 WU, I guess.
G'day, Jack's game. We're on call the Banana Kid whilst we're waiting for the second half to start. Alright, the second half's about to start now, so I might let you go, but maybe at 3/4 time.
You lost the chance. Oh, they reached the goal.
Well, how about we'll do it? I'll call me back later tonight, alright? And we'll get the chant going.
3/4 time?
Yeah, 3/4 time.
Because my mum might get a bit pissed.
Yeah, fair. If
because
it's
I do
too
have
late.
school tomorrow.
Yeah. That's important.
But,
Well,
yeah.
if you can do 3/4 time before you need to go to bed, we can get that going. Otherwise, just wait till another stream. Maybe on Saturday, because that'll be a good time. Yeah. All right. Well, say goodbye to the stream.
Goodbye, stream. See you in the chat.
Alrighty, he'll be monitoring the chat, just like all the other mods.
Bye.
Alright, see ya.
Bye.
And just as a Banana Kid leaves the stream, the Lions kick a goal and continue their dominance in this one. It won't be the most exciting second half of all time, but it's better than a squeeze in the testicles, I like to say. But yeah, you're very lucky, Blaze, that you're going to be in Melbourne for the release of the new game. I'm sure when you found that out, you would have been pumping the air in excitement. And when I found out about the fact that they're releasing the game when I'm in Gatheran, yeah, I was the opposite of that. I was fucking pissed off. I was like, you can't be serious. I just had a feeling they were going to do that, though. I was just like, just knowing my luck, they were going to screw me around, and they have. So, yeah, thanks a lot, Big Ant Studios, because I know they are the ones that made the end decision. Fucking twats. Nah, it's just not going to happen, Fidget. They'll win the game comfortably. I actually do predict Melbourne, but 80 to 100, the Dogs aren't going to be that bad. I know that the Dogs, in my opinion, they're going to drop. But I'm going to take your predictions and what you say with a grain of salt when you're having the Saints finishing last, mate. Like, have you seen the quality of some of the sides this year that are entering the competition, like the Giants, the Hawks, North and West? They're all finishing below the Saints. We might not be great, but we're not finishing lower than them. Like, you can make big calls as much as you want to, but like that's just a bit silly. I need to let Connor Rogers know about his call as well next time I see him, because he's just a twat for that call. Well, if the AFL 23 game gets delayed, I would be pumping my fist in celebrations, like in the air. But if it gets delayed to like the fucking Sunday, then I'd almost be more pissed. It's like, yeah, delay the game a few days. Delay it till the Wednesday I get back. The funny thing is how I found out the details got released. Someone on the opposite team said AFL 23 is going to upload that YouTube boy. Oh, AFL 23 is out. Going to upload that. Oh, really? Fucking, that's weird. That's quite odd, but what? So they told you the release date whilst you were batting? I didn't even know you played cricket, to be honest. Well, I do now, but sure the Cats can make something out of this game. Like, I know it's a preseason game, but you still want to give your fans something. Copped a bit of crap today. Well, that's the main reason why Riser doesn't upload YouTube anymore, because he doesn't want to get given crap when he plays footy and all that. And I'm like, I can understand why you'd be uncomfortable with that, but to quit uploading as a primary reason being that. Like, it's a little bit soft, but hey, each to their own. I'm not going to, give him shit on his decision. If that's the decision he wants to make, then fair enough. I'm sorry, Shannon, but that just will not happen, ever. Graz, not just Graz, but not a single person in the community, at least not in the immediate future, will ever visit you in Mount Burr. Like, I probably feel like I'm the greatest chance of actually going to visit you, Shannon, because if I get my license and I have fuck all to do one day, I might almost consider just driving to Mount Burr, possibly with another AFL YouTuber, just to make a day out of it and visit you. And obviously, it won't just be for the trip for going to Mount Burr. We'll do other stuff on the way there. Maybe even if we're playing the Crows or something. Actually, no, I don't think I'll just do it for the sake of it. Maybe I'll have to have a reason. So maybe I'll go to an Adelaide game next year, drive there on my own. And then, if I see Shannon, I can see him on the way back, drive back, do a bit of a detour to go through Mount Burr. Some kids in my school watch my vids in class. I'm not going to go during gather round because he actually lives quite a while away from Adelaide, like 4 hours, and it's just going to be a waste of my time if I ever decided to do that. I'll only have one person to pick up Sammy, so maybe you. I know you'll be free to do it, I'm sure. We'll see. Maybe that ends up happening in the future, but I got to worry about it when I get my piece. I feel like it'd be good fun to do in the off season when I don't have as much on, or on the way back from an Adelaide game. I'm surprised you're not streaming this, Sirens, to be honest. Actually, no, never mind. I take back what I said. I'm streaming it. Just got back. What are these scores? It was arguably worse at one stage. Like, the Cats only scored their first goal midway through the second. And why are the Lions always having songs played at their home venues, whether to Brighton Homes or the Gabba, and really gay early 2010 songs? Like, I don't know. It's not really giving me a footy vibe, to be honest, a footy feel. But again, it's the Lions. They play whatever the hell they want. They played Let It Go after a Charlie Cameron goal once when they were 10 goals down. Like, I think let the songs go, for God's sakes. As Lincoln McCarthy, the immediate response, and the Lions extend their lead. I think that was McCarthy. I've gotten a lot of players' names wrong today on the stream. Like, I know like Lincoln McCarthy's, but I just assumed it was someone, but it wasn't that person. Oh, I'm pumped for the 3 videos, Mr. Saints fan. It's going to be great. I can't wait for Sammy to upload content this week. Now, look, while Sammy says he's going to upload 3 videos this week, and he hasn't yet. And I said I'll upload 5 videos this week. I've only uploaded 2. So technically I need to upload 3 more this week. Who do you trust more in uploading those 3 videos? I'll let the chat decide that one. So, who's that? Radagalier comes off the ground. I think it's a corky. But at the same time, I actually have no idea what the fuck just happened. It might be an eye injury, actually, not a corky. Oh yeah, trusting Sammy more. My season prediction will be out tomorrow. I've got the thumbnail ready made. Like, I'll show you the thumbnail. It's just a stock standard AFL ladder predictions thumbnail. I was going to possibly show my face, but I just think for a ladder predictions it's better off not showing your face because more people will be inclined to click. So that's the thumbnail. There you go. I thought I'd just keep the AFL logo in the middle. I want to implement it somewhere in the thumbnail. I don't really have any other spot for it. And I've already made the video. It's just, I thought I might as well just release it tomorrow because I'm streaming all of today. And I didn't want to get it out like the start of my stream. It'd be almost silly. Almost silly. I know you voted for me to have my face in it, but just because more of the votes said yes to something doesn't necessarily mean I'm going to go with it. I just decided to go with my classic formula of just not include my face for the predictions because it might ruin the algorithm. Blazers, right? You tend to get more views on the prediction videos without the inclusion of your face. Like, I know I'm a pretty well-established creator now, so I probably could get away with it, but I decided, fuck it. It looked better. I could fit more teams. Surely Sammy's vlogging tomorrow. Oh, if he's not vlogging tomorrow, then I have no idea what the fuck any of those 3 videos could be. Like, when I first saw the community post, I'm like, okay, one of the videos has to be a vlog on the game, Saints v Bombers, but what are the other 2 videos going to be? And if you're still in chat, what are those other 2 videos going to be, Sammy? And there better still be those 2 videos. I don't care if you're changing your mind now. It has to be confirmed now. You've already established the fact that you are plotting 3. Oh, cheers, Football Science. The subs are actually starting to increase. Like, since Friday, I've gained 122 subscribers in the last 6 days. So, you know, it's not like amazing. I'd be pissed if that was the footy season, but compared to nothing in a good month, the good month of February, I'm pretty happy with that. You know, steadily increasing before the start of the season. Hopefully I can gain another 200-300 subscribers by the start of the footy season, if not more. Kadeen Coleman, he's honestly one of the more underrated players in the
Transition again, Jason. How quickly they're able to get the inside 50, but then it's the player over the back.
Hope that's Kadeen Coleman, otherwise it'd be slightly racist. So please tell me that is him. And stream overnight. If you're going to stream overnight tonight, I won't stream, or I'll stream till like 11. You haven't been robbed of a membership. If you're not paying for your membership and you're just relying on gifted members, then you know that's what's going to happen. Your membership's going to expire and go away, and you're going to have to suffer the consequences, as Shannon would say. One's a season prediction and best 22 for Essendon. Yeah, but like, I don't know. Unless you're a fan channel, right? I feel like it's a waste of a video to do a best 22 for the team you support. Genuinely, because majority of the audience won't give a crap. Like, you either have to be really, really knowledgeable in that field, or a fan channel. Otherwise, I just think it's a silly, boring, dull video, unless you make it really good. Like, I wouldn't do a best 22 for St Kilda video, because not nearly as many people would give a crap. And then what else did you say, Sammy? Season prediction. Okay, that's fair enough. I think this is the week to get a season prediction video out, if not next week at the latest. If you get it out any later than next week, it's kind of too late. The consequences are not getting the valuable exclusive benefits that you would get with a Cardman 22 membership. The best membership in the AFL community. Might be slightly biased there, considering I am Cardman 22, but I would like to say that I've got the best membership package available. Well, you don't deserve a membership either, Shannon, considering you aren't one. This is such a dead game of footy, but sometimes the dead games are the more fun games to stream chat-wise, because the chat, you know, there are just conversations on other things that are more interesting than the game itself. Now, I better fucking hope Saints v Essendon isn't sold out for whatever reason, because people are telling me that there are sellouts to some of these games, such as this one. Now, if there are sellouts for goddamn practice games, I'll be slightly concerned. Slightly. I remember the Carlton v St Kilda game in 2021 was apparently sold out, and I wasn't able to go to the game, so I had to stream it instead. Until I saw the game and the capacity and the crowd, I'm like, there's no way this is a full capacity. No way. So I was pretty pissed off. Pretty bloody pissed off, because I could have gone to the game.
Two-time premiership coach now. Reached at least the prelim finals 8 out of the 12 seasons so far that he's coached.
Jimmo thinks the game is free tickets. Even if the game requires you to pay for a ticket, who cares, for God's sake? It's a practice match. It's not going to be that much money for a ticket at a practice match. They're not going to charge you that much at all. Like, if Jimbo is seriously I don't know if he's complaining, he might not be complaining, but if he thinks it's a free ticket game, and it's not, he better still go. But if it is a free ticket game, then again, it's a free ticket game. Yeah, I don't know if they're free to enter or not, but if not, then they're not. I'd rather them be free because I don't really want to spend money on a ticket for a preseason game. Oh, really? Golden Point? That's pretty cool. You don't often get a Golden Point game. Surely BCAR Sports streaming this game. And he is. And he's got over 200 viewers. See, those are the sort of viewers I want for close games of footy. I almost feel like more people join the NRL streams than the AFL streams. Relative to subscriber counts. I don't know. I just seem like happens way too often. Unless it's a massive game, such as the Collingwood v Sydney game, where I got over 450 viewers, I think, just about that amount late in the game. It was like insane. Like, I thought it was just going to be a pretty crap game for the most part until like the last quarter. Yeah, but it's international, but you still probably get more views globally out of the AFL. I might be wrong on that. I know the average attendances are better in the AFL, but like it's only international because people in New Zealand, like there's a team in New Zealand, that's it. I don't think there are any other teams, or sorry, countries watching the NRL. I might be wrong. Don't know a lot about the NRL, but I just find it a little bit hard to believe. I know it's more international because of the fact that it's an international sport, rugby. Oh, I think the island countries as well, probably, like the Fijis and all that. But surely South Africa and France aren't watching the NRL. NRL gets more TV views, but does NRL get more TV views by a long shot or just by a bit? Because I feel like in Australia alone, AFL would have to shit on the NRL in terms of TV viewership. Even though NRL gets a shit ton of TV viewership audience numbers in the New South Wales and Queensland areas. Like in Victoria, I doubt they get many at all. So you'd have to rely on the international numbers, you would think, to get over the line. Well, obviously NRL is more international than the AFL. I was never disputing that whatsoever. State of Origin shits on the AFL. Yeah, but it's the State of Origin. It only happens like a handful of times a year, and then besides that, no one really cares. Like, you get most of the casual rugby fans and NRL fans watching that and about, like, that's it. That's all they're going to watch that season. And, again, I don't really enjoy the State of Origin. I just find it... I tried to watch it. I actually remember in Sydney, it was on, right? It was actually quite a big deal because I was in Sydney for Sydney St Kilda whilst the State of Origin was on. So it was quite a big deal. Like the pubs in the surrounding areas were all decorated in blue because of the fact that the New South Wales Blues and all that. I tried to watch the first 15 minutes. I couldn't fucking be bothered. So I decided to just watch like a Northy live stream. I tried. I didn't enjoy it. Although in fairness, I did watch the NRL Grand Final, the entirety of it. It wasn't a great spectacle, but I was trying to understand the rules. I was sort of, wrapping my head around it. Yeah, I thought the same thing. AFL Union. Rugby Union's the more popular code, I think, over Rugby League. And Xavier would agree that, well, he seems to say quite often, express his opinion that Union's a lot better than League. We've just gotten an OG bomber. We have just gotten an OG bomber, 911, Foster's Railway Channel. His name is that long that it doesn't fit the sub box. So can someone subscribe so we can have someone else up on the screen? Yeah, makes sense that League's more popular in Australia, but internationally Union's a lot more popular because the Rugby World Cup is the Rugby Union World Cup. You've got the Wallabies, they're a rugby union. That Wallabies is a rugby union, right? In Australia, League is more popular. Yeah. Do you follow AFL 18, like the NRL or rugby union, very intently, or not really? You're more of a casual. Because I didn't really know you followed it, to be honest. Or at least as much as it seems like you do. And De Koning, the defender, scores a goal. You wouldn't... Like, if I would have told you the Cats would be at 4 goals midway through the third quarter, De Koning wouldn't have been, you know, one of the first few people to name as being one of the goal scorers, for sure. What are Port doing, says Kobe Cairns? I don't know, but in fairness to the Power, with what, the 5-6 minutes of me watching the game, I got to see 3 Port goals. I didn't get to see Freo do much at all, so they look the better side with me watching it, but as soon as I turn it on, or off, sorry, the Dockers steamrolled them, so I still think the Power probably make finals this year, but I don't think they'll do a lot of damage this season. They're a little bit past it, I feel like now, the Power. Sort of stuck in no man's land. So, what will we need for a 9-11 and a Huntsman? We need Brisbane not to score and Geelong to score 2 goals, 5, and that's not going to happen now. Storm win in overtime. Even though I don't really care, I'm glad that they won over whoever they were playing, Parramatta Eels, so that's a good thing. Because if someone told me or asked me, okay, who do you support in the NRL? Even though I've got no real interest, I don't really follow any of the teams, I don't know many of the players or anything, I'd probably say the Melbourne Storm because I live in Melbourne. Like, I'd have no reason. Like, I don't have no reason to pick any other side other than the Storm. So yeah, that's a good thing. But it obviously shows my lack of interest in the Storm because I didn't celebrate, I didn't give a shit, didn't even know the game was on until like minutes ago. Well, actually, no, I did know the game was on. I knew the NRL was starting this season, today, and I knew it was between Storm and Parramatta, but I just forgot over the course of the week. Fair enough, Blaze, but like, you can head to bed, but you can still have the stream on in the background if you want someone to fall asleep to. Actually, no. Even though I want viewers, if you want a stream to fall asleep to, you can put on Lockie Miller's stream because that's a snooze fest at the moment. He doesn't know how to entertain a viewer base. Imagine if Nathan Lyon takes the last 2 wickets. Who's the leading wicket taker for Australia in the second innings for India? I've done him dirty. I know for a fact he's not watching this right now, but there's a chance that Graz or someone may have clipped it and Lockie might find out about what I just said there. But you know what? I don't really care. I wouldn't necessarily say he's boring, but it's a shitty setup compared to mine. Let's be real. And once I finally get my cam link working, it's going to completely shit on a lot of other people's stream setups. Shit game of League is better than a shit game of Union, but a good game of Union shits on a good game of League. Yeah, I couldn't tell you the differences between the 2 leagues or the codes. I know, I'm not too sure what it is, but the Union, like, they hold, I don't know what it's called, but they hold the player up higher in the sky for some reason. I don't know what it's called or why they do it, but I know they do that in Union and not League. I'm not sure what the term is though. Do you want me to clip it? I don't care. You can clip it if you want. It's actually kind of funny. I wouldn't care. It's called a ruck. I don't think it's called a ruck. I doubt that's the term they use in rugby. Line out, they hold a player up. So that must be exclusive to rugby union. Henshey's in chat. I didn't know Henshey was still watching. But again, it's Henshey. He's normally just silently watching streams without saying anything, just having it on in the background. And I rate that, respect it. A ruck is a thing in union. But a line out's when they hold a player up. Yeah, I don't fucking care. No, I shouldn't be this ignorant. I should care a little bit. Like, I'm asking a question. I'll care enough. But, like, it's just really hard to wrap my head around. And I'm just not going to have the time to get into rugby this year. I might try. Actually, No, I'll say this now. Xavier, take me to a Storm game this year. Like, that'll be my... If there's a bucket list, I don't have a bucket list, but if I had a little sports bucket list, attending an NRL game should be on there. Because, you know, it's not like I live in Adelaide or Perth where I can't really do that because the side that the city I live in doesn't have an NRL side. The city I live in does have an NRL side, so I could if I wanted to. So take me to a game, Xavier, as long as it doesn't clash with any Saints games or any good footy matches and I've got nothing on. Possibly, I don't know, best case scenario, there's a Storm game on before or after an AFL game I want to go to. Surely come to a Rebels game? Yeah, I can go to a Rebel game as well. We can go to the famous KFC also, but hence you would know that I'm staying off the fast food in the month of March. I've gone 2 days strong, which is good, but it shouldn't be anything to brag about. I mean, 2 days without eating fast food isn't something to go and brag about at all. I can't wait for you to bring the 200 box of Team Coach and the full albums, guys. We might actually win this match. I think we will. I don't know why so many people were pessimistic in the chat when we were 3 for 50, or India were 3 for 50. Like, I know we collapsed today, early on in the first session, right? But, like, we still had a good lead of over 100. This Friday, next Friday, so Rebels home game next. Yeah, I'm not sure about Friday working. It certainly doesn't work this week because of the Saints game, and it'll just be too much of an ask to get there. I think I'll find a day that suits for me, you know, later on in the season. Okay, for no fast food, I'm not going to count every single fast food option out there. For example, places such as Guzman and Gomez, if it's healthy enough, I'm counting. And why I say that is because my mum fucking got me that for dinner, and I'm like, you could argue it's fast food, but it's not at the same time because you can sit down and eat it. It was a built restaurant. I didn't order anything that unhealthy. It took a while because it wasn't really fast food, because it wasn't like, oh, you order it, it's finished pretty quickly. It took like 15, 20 minutes for it to be ready. Some could see it as fast food. I'm not going to count Subway as fast food, even though it is fast food classified, but it's healthy. Again, I'm more referring to the greasy McDonald's, KFC, Hungry, like those sort of fast food outlets. And if I was living in America, fucking good luck to me, even trying to last a week, because there are like 50 equivalent to McDonald's in America. It's really bad. I'm not paying too much attention to the timer here, so that's why I'm a little bit behind, but it's alright. It's been a really boring game of footy, this one. If it wasn't for the fact that I have chat to talk to, I don't know what I'd be doing. I'd just be sitting here expressionless. Just blank. Sitting there without any input to anything. So the Lions, yeah, they are still in the lead, of course. They've been in the lead all game. Smith just made the worst review in history. Oh, yeah, the cricket would be more exciting. I would put the cricket on, actually, but unfortunately, the cricket's going to be finished by the time this game's finished. Like, the Aussies only need one more wicket, and I'm pretty sure that the day is about to finish quite soon, so I don't think we're going to get a chance to bat today. Maybe we will, I don't know. Learn to cook. Yeah, I really want to get better at that, because I'm not great. And when I say I'm not great, I know everyone says, oh yeah, I'm not great at cooking, but at least I know how to cook basic dishes. I know the very, very basics, but I'm shit at every dish I attempt to cook. Like, I can microwave stuff, that's pretty easy, but aside from that, I'm pretty shit at everything. Like, even scrambled eggs, I fuck up half the time. And it's not just the fact that I'm not great at cooking, but I've sometimes just got no time to, like, especially when I've got to leave the house and I'm out all day. Like, I've got no other option than to order eat takeout. Because what else can I do? Just not eat all day or bring a packed lunch? Fuck that. I'm not a loser. I'd rather eat out. And that's a shocking kick from Stengel. Not even going to register a score. Looking forward to your 3 videos, Sammy. Hopefully we get to 233 likes or more. We'll try and break the previous like amount. It'll be tough, but it's doable. But this game is so boring. Holy crap. It's the complete polar opposite of the game we just watched previously, because the last game, open plays everywhere, free-flowing, high-scoring, you know, efficient ball use and transition. In this game, it's scrappy, poor skills, sloppy, plays are missing, players aren't hitting targets. It's fucking boring. Low scoring and sort of a smashy, but not really, like a 6-goal margin compared to a high-scoring close one. I'm sure if Susie was still in chat, he'd be really pissed off about the quality of the footy this game has to uphold, because it's not great. And the Saints are typically involved in these sort of contests, especially the Saints v Sydney game. Xavier has just asked, would you want to come to mine and gather around and play AFL 23? I have a massive TV and you can... It's really tempting. It's really, really tempting. Only if your parents would allow it, though. Like, I don't want to be setting up the stream. I certainly don't want your parents to not know I'm there until it happens and the stream's set up, right? But I don't want your parents to... Because I would actually do that. What I might do, that night, I'll just stay there. Don't tell UCAT, don't tell Lockie. So I can get a 1-up on them. And then for that night, I'll just stay at yours, if it happens. But then the night after... Like, the next 4 nights I'll stay at the hotel. But what I'm thinking, if you were allowing that, your parents are fine with that, I don't want to be like, too loud, and I don't want to piss off your family that much, you know what I mean? Because that just, I feel a bit inconsiderate. And then just yell at the top of my lungs at 1 o'clock in the morning, oh, for fuck's sake, how's that fucking ball? Because I don't think the Browns would be very happy with that. Particularly when it's not even their house, I don't think. Because I've been to your house. And I know that's not your house. It's just where you're staying for the night. Or the gather around week. Okay, Banana Kid still wants the call. So, yeah, we'll get you on 3/4 time. Give me like a couple minutes. I'm going to refill strawberry milk. Mr. Brown would smash Cardi. He probably would. Physically. Certainly, I'd say. Are you going to get Banana Kid back on? Yeah, give me a couple minutes. I'm going to... Oh, wait. I just realised I had strawberry milk. It's my dad's mate's house. It's a huge house. Certainly consideration. It's a certain consideration because... Okay, so when does Adelaide Carlton finish? I've got to think about that. Adelaide Carlton finishes... Will start 7... It starts a little bit earlier than what it would in Vic because of the fact it's an SA 30 minutes difference. So what was I going to say? So yeah, probably ends at 9:30, 9:45 at the latest. I'm not sure how I'm going to get from that. The game, if you're going to the game, it would be more convenient for mine, to the footy. Because I've got to think about it, I've either got to go to your place before and have it all set up, so by the time I get to yours, it's all set up to start the stream, as opposed to bring all my equipment to the footy. It's 10 seconds from there, I don't know the exact... No, wait, it's 10 seconds from the Adelaide Oval. Or is it 10 seconds away from the Grange Hotel? I'm liking the idea of this, Xavier, to be honest. It would help out massively as the new game has been released at the worst time. So to have an actual house to stream at would be great. But we need to have a look to see how far away is it from the Adelaide Oval. Because if it's really far away, I don't know. Parents will pick it up and then head to... Yeah, but I think I'll just set all the shit up. I don't know about giving your parents all the equipment and then me having to set it up as I get back. I want it already set up, so by the time I get there, it can be started. Because I want to do an AFL 23 stream for like 4 or 5 hours that night. I know UCAT probably wants to do something similar, and he can at the hotel room, but I'd rather stream at someone's house. It's not great. Anyways, let's get the banana kid on. I'm a little bit surprised he's still awake. He told me that there was a good chance he was probably going to have to head to bed. He's got school tomorrow, so I won't keep him waiting for too long. I don't want him to go to bed too late on a school night, because we all know how shit that can be. Well, that's good, Lockie. Today, I think I've gained like 40 subs in this stream, so you've actually done pretty well. You almost outgrown me sub-wise, and I've streamed twice. Like 2 games, but I'm still happy with 40. I did say as long as I get anywhere over 24.1, I'll consider it as a success in terms of the live streams and gaining subs. So I'm pretty happy. Viewers have been pretty good, especially for a crap game. Like normally games like these, I get viewers that are pretty shit, but you know, for a practice game, 80 plus, you're streaming, I'll take it. I'll try not to in future stream Geelong games if you're streaming them. Alrighty, let's get it done. The banana chant.
Alright.
We ready? Everyone's got to join in.
Thank you for getting Cardi to 24.1k, and for actually getting the subscribers. I mean the likes.
We got the likes, we got the subs, we got all the milestones, all the goals. Massive. Appreciate the chat and for you helping out there.
How do we go from a really good game to a really shit and boring game?
I don't know. Maybe it's because Collingwood aren't playing. If Collingwood were playing, we get a close game.
Yeah, Collingwood's just the GOAT team.
I feel like, yeah, you're right. If I want to assure that I'll stream a good quality game, a close game of footy.
Did you see
Stream Collingwood game.
predictions?
Oh, yeah.
Collingwood 14.
I can assure you that I won't be having them that low in my ones for sure. That'll be out tomorrow. But yeah, 14th. Bold. Massive call. He's got the Blues first.
At
And
this stage, at this game, I might put you on at not 30 or whatever.
don't know if that'll happen. I think the Cats are just taking a little bit easy in the preseason. But yeah, they've been pretty poor regardless, even though they have a few plays out. But
Graz can clip this. Alright. 3, 2, 1.
go.
Peel, banana, peel, banana.
Peel, banana, peel, banana.
Chop, banana, chop, banana.
Chop, banana, chop, banana.
Eat, banana, eat, banana.
Eat, banana, eat, banana. Alright, this will be massive.
Go, bananas,
Go, bananas.
Go.
Massive. In front of a crowd of a whopping 1 person, and that person's myself. Alrighty. I think the third quarter, or the last quarter I should say, is about to start. I think you'd probably want to head to bed, or I don't know if your mum's asking you to hop off, but...
Mum's texted me, so I better go.
Alright, fair enough. Oh, it's good that we got that final chant. I'll talk to you maybe next stream. We'll get you on again. Help us set some more goals. Alright, see ya. Fucking hell, I was about to... Don't you hate it when you're about to click on a certain button and a notification pops up as you're about to click on it? I was about to end the call. I clicked on a Snapchat notification for someone that I don't want to fucking talk to, and they've seen that I've opened it. So now I've got to pretend that I didn't know about opening it, which I will. Yeah, no, I saw your comment before, Zach. I'm not going to invite people over. I honestly just want it to be myself. Maybe Sammy, if you just tell fucking no one about this, because if people... Think about it. If people find out, they're going to want to come, I feel, in the immediate area, and they just simply aren't able to do that. Especially considering it's not a hotel. It's not your decision. You've got to be respectful. We've got to be respectful of your family and all that, because they're the ultimate ones making the decision. So, as of right now, I can't confirm anything, but at the moment, I'll certainly consider it. Well, I think we need to make a group chat anyways for the Anzac Day game eventually. I reckon we could do a few things together this year, us three. But Sammy, if I am to stream AFL 23, I actually feel like it'd be quite fun if I got you as well, and we could just play single games. Maybe Xavier as well. Because that's what Cooko and Caden did when they streamed the game. My parents don't care how many people come. It's just yeah, that's the thing. I'm just concerned that I might be a little bit too noisy, but I'll try to level mine. And I know that I'm at someone else's house. I have to be a bit more respectful. And then, like, the next morning, I'll just head to the hotel. Because the thing about the next morning is it's not on a Friday. So there won't be any early games. As Fullerton kicks the first of the last quarter. And the Lions extending their lead. He's never missed a goal. I mean, I know it's a preseason game, but I think it was Fullerton, right, that yet to miss a goal in his career, or whatever the commentators are saying. You generally could bring the PS4, 5. You don't really need to do that if I'm going to bring mine. Or if for whatever reason Xavier has the game himself. But I'll bring my PS4 now. I was going to bring it anyways. Just in case. Will I watch a bit of the cricket after the game? I think I might, yeah. I don't know if I'll do a new stream. Or if I just stay on this one for the next hour or a bit. Because I've already scheduled 2 streams today. If I scheduled a new one, ended it, got people to join the new one, I might not get as many viewers. And I can't be bothered making a new thumbnail or whatever. It's been a day where I've just been on my laptop all day, and I've been quite fatigued from it, to be honest. Well, I'll have the cricket up on the screen. In fact, considering that the last game's already done, the Freo v Port game, we'll put up the live cricket scores. But there's probably no point in putting them up there, because by the time I get them up there, India will be all out. And I won't be complaining, because, hey, we don't want them to still be batting. They are... Oh, geez. The win probability right now, Australia 90%, so we are looking pretty good. If we get India out right now, then we only need 76 to win. Like, if we can't win, we're fucking... Like, we are fucking shocking. And if we do win that, that means we'll go 2-1 in the series. Which means we could still get some sort of result. It might not be not necessarily be an India win. The series. So we'll put that up there for now. It's not like it matters. End of this game. For those that care, they can have a look at that. And Fullerton. Is this Fullerton or Ford? I think it was Darcy Ford actually the one. Oh no, yeah, Darcy Ford. It wasn't Fullerton. Okay. I heard Fullerton. I'm like, wasn't it Ford the one that has always kicked accurate goals? Like, has never missed, right? And even though this is a practice game, he's never missed, apparently. I've never seen him miss in a live footy game. Oh, my God. And he's nailed it. This guy just can't miss. What in the world? It wasn't like that was a straightforward kick, you know, from like 20 metres out. That was a pretty difficult kick. How has he done that? Okay, honestly, if there was any player you'd want to have a kick after sign to win you a game in a grand final, give me Darcy Ford. Please. He's never missed one. Read last. Sammy, just don't be a prick and try and give me your K to your mate. I'm not giving you mate K. Yeah, that's stupid, Sammy, if you're going to do that. Oh my God. And yeah, I did say I'll bring my PS4. But Sammy, I'm hoping to get my laptop at least fixed, or try to at least get it fixed tomorrow. So help me with that. But I'm not just going to do stuff with you for the sake of it. You can come if you want, but just don't fucking be annoying. And don't be a nuisance. And then you can come. Actually, no. I'm only letting you come if you've got a video readily prepared. Otherwise, I'm not going to reward you. You've got to listen to your fans and actually stay true to your word. So have a video prepared by tomorrow. I've got my ladder predictions edited, but now that I can add a few finishing touches to it, I might add a couple of things. Like to the video editing wise, like a few images over the top, because didn't have time to do that when I was rushing to get it out, but now that I can get it out tomorrow. Do you need proof of the video uploading to be scheduled? I'm not counting a short to be uploaded, and you've got to put effort into the video. I don't want you to just half-ass it for the sake of getting it out, so you can do stuff for me tomorrow. Because I don't know about your fans accepting that, if they would want that. Funny how they use the word... I use the word fans very lightly in this scenario, in this context. And it's a point to Gary Rowan. So what's the margin? 48 points. Aussie doing so good. Let me just make sure the live scoreboard's updating, because it still says India lead by 75. He's not going to pay 100 for the game. Oh yeah, Saints fans, since you're in chat, do you want me to film those prediction videos today? Because, hey, good thing for me, I don't have to write a script because I already did my season prediction today. I spent a good hour and a half trying to film and all that, so I've got it all ingrained in my mind. I can quickly send it to you if you want. Because I'm sure you'd want to get as many people to be part of the video. I can understand, you know, you wanting to get me to do it and having to like mess me a couple times to remind me, because if you don't have enough people, then there's no point in the video. It's kind of shit. It'd be a little bit annoying. The fact that he's asked Kev above you, Sammy, you're not necessarily an AFL YouTuber if you're not uploading. I wouldn't necessarily consider Kev an AFL YouTuber. He's more of a member in the community, right? Oh my god. My voice just didn't want any part of that. Holy crap. What the hell was that? What was I saying? Something about Kev? Yeah, Kev's not an AFL YouTuber. He's just part of the AFL community. Like, I make videos, but I'm not calling him an AFL YouTuber. Screw that. Yes, I know Kev is live right now. Actually, we could possibly troll Kev tonight live on stream. I don't want to necessarily bully him and have a, you know, give him a hard time or anything, but it'll be kind of funny to just join his chat, say some silly things. But this game has been nothing short of disappointing. Oh, it's such a bloody boring video. I'm actually semi-surprised Lockie's gained almost 40 subs from the Geelong stream. Semi-surprised. I don't think he's deserved the 40. And apparently got the wicket. Nathan Lyon gets his 8th. What? I didn't know he had that many wickets. Really? 8 wickets. Holy shit, that's incredible. That would be up there with his personal best. I'm not sure if he's recorded better than 8 wickets. I think he has gotten 8 wickets in the game before, but how many runs was it for? This might be his personal, but he'd be up there for sure, personal best. God fucking damn it. 8 for 57. Nathan Lyon, take a bow. It's a spinner's pitch in India, for sure. 8 bloody wickets. Well, I'm going to have a look at that. I don't doubt that the chat are lying or anything, but let's just have a look at it on the cricket website or whatever you call this. Yeah, 8 for 64. Kuhneman 1 for 60. Stark 1 for 14. And then Todd Murphy 0 for 18. Although he did get 6 maidens, so I wouldn't necessarily say he bowled poorly. But yeah, Lion. Jesus Christ, that is... Let's have a look. The most common dismissal. Pajara got 59. He's a really good player, Pajara, isn't he? So, bowled by line, LBW, LBW, caught, bowled, LBW, caught. So, majority of the dismissals were either bowled or LBW. Whereas if this was a... Like, if this is a pitch in England, it'd be all caught, probably. Alright, anyways, let's get back to the footy. Even though there's not much to focus on, but fucking... We have to focus on something. History was made at Fremantle Oval. In what way? I don't think there's a lot to take out of the game that we just witnessed for every Port. It was a bit of a meh game. Dockers just got the job done. That was about it. Actually, I feel like, Jado, you were at the game because you haven't been in any of the streams that I've done as of late. So you must have been at the game. You're a Dockers fan. No reason why you didn't attend it. Win this and then win the last game in India and then we win the Test Championship final in England. You met UCAT and twisted. I feel bad for UCAT and all Perth creators in that small field because that's like all they can meet. Like in Melbourne, you've got so many different people in the community that you could meet at games. Whereas what do you got for fucking Freo support for people in Perth? J-Dodd, Graz, I guess, but I don't even know what Graz looks like. Twisted Footy, UCAT, and Colm. And that's literally all you got. And even the creators such as Drew's in True Footy, they've decided to fuck off out of Perth and they've moved to England. So even those people have had enough. So it's kind of stale living in goddamn Perth. Actually, after April, will UCAT officially be the biggest content creator AFL-wise living in Perth? Or based in Perth? You would have to be. Goodness gracious me, you might want to make the move. Does anyone miss Joel Selwood? Maybe the Cats do miss Joel Selwood themselves. You know, that on-field leadership. They're lacking a little bit of that. I don't think it's going to make much of a difference though. I think Dangerfield's fit for the captaincy role. Personally, but... Yeah. Not a great day at the office for the Cats tonight. What happened to Geelong, bro? It's a pre-season game, mate. Have you seen the star-studded line, like all the players that the Cats have out? They've got a few pretty talented players. Cameron Hawkins included. Smith as well. But even then, I didn't really think they'll perform this poorly. I thought they'd be a little bit more competitive. That AFL game, bro, you hyped. Yes, I've mentioned a few times on the stream already, and fair enough. But yeah, I'm not happy about the fact they've released it the worst week. The most busy week I reckon I'll have this week now of the year. It has to be it'll be the busiest week all year, I reckon, that weekend. You've got Gather Round, all the vlogs that I have to get out, all the content I'll produce that week, IRL, all the creators I'll meet, and then AFL 23 is released that same weekend. Which means Xavier might come in clutch and allow me to stay at his, I don't know if it's his dad's or whoever's, but their place, stay at their big house and actually get some content filmed that night and stream. If I could do that, that would actually be really, really nice. But yeah, aside, even if I only get the one video stream out that week, it doesn't really matter too much because by the time I get back, I'll have so much content to get out in that game, and I think the game will still be fresh views-wise, streams-wise, and all that. So I think, yeah, it'll be a fresh game all year. Like, yeah, obviously it'll die down a little bit as the game is out for longer. You'll get less of an opportunity to, I guess, grow and gain viewers and all that from the game and all that, because the hype has sort of died down a little bit. But yeah, that's sort of why I want to make sure I can get some bit of content out of the game as soon as it possibly comes out. I'd let you record it, but I wouldn't let you record it before I stream. So you can record the video. Because I don't know how you're going to get that video out, edit it and all that. Like, I don't even know how it's going to work for you since you still use your iPad. But what you can do, maybe because I don't know when I'll finish the stream. It'll probably be late. Like, let's just say it's 2, even 3 if the stream's going really well. Film the video at 3. And then maybe at 10:30 a.m. I wake up and then I head to the hotel. Because that day I still want to head to the Norwood Oval game at 4 o'clock. So I just want to make sure that's all prepared and everything like that. And I'm not going to vlog Adelaide v Carlton. It's just going to be too busy of a week. And I want to get an AFL 23 video / stream out instead. Like that week, holy shit, I'll have a weekly vlog on the Monday. I'll have a weekly vlog on the Wednesday. On the Tuesday, a tipping video. On the Monday, oh my god, I'm just thinking of all the content if it goes my way. I need to make sure the scores are updated. So, alright, let me just think. So, on the first week, this is the week of Gatheran. I've got Tuesday, a tipping video. Because that's the plan, every tipping video will be out for Tuesday. The Wednesday, you'd think on the Wednesday, just leave it. I won't upload anything. On the Thursday, I'll upload my first game of AFL 23. That's the day I arrive in Adelaide. On the Friday, I possibly upload another AFL 23 video. Possibly, but I might just leave it there and just instead stream on a Thursday night. And then the Saturday, I'll have an AFL vlog out on Richmond, Sydney. Sunday, Port v Bulldogs. Monday, Saints v Collingwood vlog. Tuesday, tipping. Wednesday, weekly vlog. And then probably the day after, a AFL 23 career mode. So it's... Fuck me, I just realised how much shit I'll have to get out that week. Anyways, everyone's letting Geelong know about it in the chat. I don't think the Cats really care, nor the Cats fans that much. It's only a pre-season game, as we've established already. As much as I want to stream after this, I also really want to get something to eat. Like, kind of desperately now. And there's nothing that I can readily make. I'd have to cook something up on the stove, which is just going to be kind of annoying. This has been one of the worst games of footy, pre-season / normal game included, I've watched in quite a while on the live stream. It really has been so dead. I've got no idea what happened there. Was that Brisbane that scored the goal? Yeah, it was. And as a result of it, the viewers have dropped down massively because of people just lost interest. And I don't blame them. I don't blame him. You know what I might do, actually? I might just hop off after this game, grab a feed, and then I'll stream later tonight for a little bit. Because I've already got a video ready made for tomorrow, so don't have to worry. Yeah, you are right, Joel. The Lions are looking really good. Fit and firing ahead of this season. Collingwood v Hawks was a good game. 100 played 106 in that one. Hawthorn really took it up to the Pies. Yeah, it was an extremely different game. The way it was played compared to this one. It was so much better. 15, 30, 100 times better than this one. It was a beauty, exactly. Oh, I thought when you were asking that question, you didn't know what the scores were. But no, you were there as well. Fair enough. It was a good game. I might actually clean my room tomorrow as well if I've got the time to, because it's, yeah, building up clutter, and I don't want clutter to be filled, you know, all over the floors of my room. Would you reckon this technically end the Cats? Nah, because it's a practice match, so no one's going to consider it. Even if you want to call it that, no one's going to remember it as being the game that ended their winning streak. So, no. I mean, I won't count it as the game that ends their winning streak. If you really want to count it, you can. I'm sure if there's a Lions fan watching this, they would like to count it as that, even though they're silly in doing so. Do I have a PS5 stream? Nah, I don't have a PS5 yet, no. I don't need one. Like, I'd like one, but I only buy one when I really need to get one. But at the moment, I've got other things to worry about purchasing. I want to save my money. They're not cheap. I don't need a PS5 to play the new video game, so there's no need. Eventually I'll have to get it, because I don't think my PS4 is going to last very much longer. Oh, good goal from Stengel. Good goal from Stengel. Probably the best goal we've seen, or at least up there with the best goals we've seen so far in the practice games, the couple games we've watched. You wouldn't be surprised if it's only... Because it is. It's not going to conclude the practice games. No, I'm not Sammy getting a pit. Because from what I've heard, you don't need a PS5 for the new game. You can still use a PS4. And even then, like, I'll only get a PS5, right, when the time comes around. If I need the PS5 for the new game, I'll get a PS5, obviously. But no, I'm not getting one. Sammy? If my PS4 broke, like Saints fans, and yes, I would get one. And I could see it possibly happening. It's pretty shit at the moment, the PS4. It's running like a jet fan, and the disc is broken. So if it requires me to buy the physical copy, I'd be a little bit pissed off because the disc dispenser is fucking broken. You can see the PS4 is right behind me. I thought I'd put it there because it's been out of action in the last month. I haven't used it at all. Haven't had any need to use it because I'm not a gamer, contrary to what some may believe. I'm certainly not a gamer. I'm really, really bad at video games. And by bad, I mean bad. Like, I don't think there's been a single video game I've actually been half good at. Like, the best game I can think of that I'm the best at is almost Evo 2, and I was still, like, not even great. I wasn't terrible, but I wasn't, like, amazing at the game. Especially at the start. Like, I got better, right? But at the start, I was one of the worst. Like, I would lose most games comfortably on stream. And in that bit of footy OG creator tournament that was scheduled in 2020, like, I got done by, like, over 60-plus points to someone who only played the game a handful of times. And it wasn't my first rodeo. I played that game enough times to have won that game, you would have thought. Yeah, Scoops is coming, I think. Hey, Cuddy, how long are you on for? How long have I been on for? I've been on since 5 o'clock, but we've hit a couple milestones on the stream tonight, so we're going to go live for another hour and a bit after this game. It's been a shit game, but I'd say 5 minutes after this game ends, I'm going to end the stream, cook something up to eat, maybe have a shower, and then do a late nighter at 11:30 or whatever. Just for like an hour and a bit, because I'm sure there'll still be people up wanting to watch that. Like the people coming back from the Freo v Port game or whatever. And then maybe then I could, since I've got nothing better to, I might make a couple of graphics for Saturday stream. Because a couple of things I want to do. I want to get that downwards, a countdown timer counting up. I want to create the bottom 10 for the live ladder. I want to find a way to get the live scores up the top left automatically. Oh, there's a go for Bailey. Oh, this would be a good goal. And the Big O has missed it. Yeah, but UCAT will probably join the stream when I do that late nighter one. Why would I not still be going to the game there, Scoops? Am I still going to the game is a very, very clear yes. Very, very, very clear yes. Who's playing tomorrow? So Saints Essendon at 4:10, Sydney v Carlton I think at 7:10, and then at 7:40 you got Adelaide and West Coast. So, few games. Oh yeah, number 5 for Brisbane, a lot more likeable. A number 5, that is for sure, in Josh Dunkley. We all know I'm not the biggest fan of Mitch Robinson for reasons that I'm not going to disclose. So 2 minutes 30 to go. It's been a very, very mediocre game of footy. Well, if I was sick, I wouldn't be streaming. And like, even if I was streaming and still sick, if I'm streaming and I'm still sick, I'd be going to the game regardless. Like, I've been to a few footy games last year, Saints games included, where I haven't been at my best. I remember Melbourne v Sydney, first final that I attended in like 10 years or whatever, and I was really bad that day. I felt like shit the last 2 days. I could barely get out of bed that morning. I'm like, God damn it. I've got a final to attend, Melbourne v Sydney. I've got a ticket for the game. If I am not good enough for that game, I'll be quite pissed off. And I still wasn't by no means 100% that day, but I just willed my way to head to that game. And I think I was sitting with someone I'd never met before in my life. He just messaged me randomly, asked me to go to the game. Just like, you know what? Sure. I don't often do that. And, yeah, it was an interesting experience for sure. I mean, I was sick, meeting someone for the first time at a final. Lovely. Your PS4 was bad enough for storage. I couldn't download games. I saw pre-orders for PS5 was out. And I was like, I'll take the chances. So, Sammy. I think the PS5 has been out for a good 3 years now. I think it was released in 2020. Was it released in 2020 or was it released in 2019 even? Surely not that early. Because if it was 2019, then it's not as new as I once thought. Here we go. Can the Lions score 100 here? They've got a minute to do so. They need 2 more goals, but going backwards won't help the cause. 2020. Yeah, right. Mitch Ryan was one of the original people, like one of the first people that I know that actually got the console in 2020. Like, he got the console in December. Don't ask me how he got it. Or actually, no, you can ask me how because he's a rich person, but still. Do you think the Blues will win tomorrow? That'll be a really interesting game to watch. I'm not going to stream it. I'll tune into Rolls Macca's stream, and I recommend everyone to do so if you've got no one else to watch, right? But I don't think I'll go the Blues because I've got Mackay and Cripps out, and it's in Sydney. So I think the Swans win that game. And that'll be full time. The Lions get the job done by 46. And just like the last week game, the match sim against the Swans, the Lions, whilst impressive, producing some ugly games of footy to watch. Maybe they have cracked up on the defence. Last week only conceding like 50 odd points. This week 45. I know it's the preseason, but hey, good signs for the Lions. Who fucking cares, J-Dod? I don't even know why it said 91. Probably just clicked one too many. Alrighty, I'll hop off in like a few minutes. We'll see what people have to say. Reviews, thoughts on the game. I don't expect many people to chime in because it was nothing to really talk about at all. Like, that was just a boring game. It was a playlist. Guy puts it out in the chat. I'm sure if this was a closer game of footy, we'd have a whole lot more people excited in the chat. Your OCD is kicking in. People use that phrase lightly as well. Do you actually have OCD, J-Dod? Lockie, I'm not too sure when you're going live, Lockie, but I'm going to hop off in a couple minutes and come back on in like 40, I reckon, for a late nighter. Because I need a shower and I need to cook up something. Whether it's probably going to be like beef. Like, I've just got beef in the fridge. I'm just going to cook that up and have maybe, I don't know, whatever the hell there is at home in the fridge. Lockie isn't ended, surely. No, he already fucking finished. As if he just finished. Normally you are still live post to the end of a game. Maybe he's just really fed up with Geelong. Well, there you go. The Cats, I don't think they'll make the 8 now. In fact, I don't know about them making the top 14. I think they'll finish bottom 4. Yeah, good call, Ripien. I'll clear Lockie Miller. Lockie Miller was a nobody 5-6 months ago. Only made a name for himself because of me. I'm just kidding, obviously. Lockie's going to have a big 2023. You would Oh, actually, you know who's live right now that we can raid? Who just went live? Now, obviously, I won't have to worry because I'm going to go back live at 11:30, and we all know that entertainment-wise, I clear who I'm about to raid. Sorry, Nick, but we're talking about Nick Flair. Let's go to... let's chat with Nick real quick. We'll raid him before I head off because I'm going to... As I said before, at 11:30, I'll schedule a stream real quick. But let's just get everyone... I don't think Nick's ever had more than like 10, 15 on a stream of his. If that. Everyone just join this stream. You can't see my screen. Now you can. Everyone just join Nick's stream and just... I don't know, put anything in chat. Anything you want, to be honest with you, in chat. I don't really mind. Let's get him a good 30-odd viewers. I know we're not going to get everyone watching this stream to join this one, but if we can get him a good 30-odd viewers... I'd count it as a successful raid. So everyone join it. It'll be more entertaining than the BRISBANE Geelong game. I can guarantee that. And at 11:30, I'll be back on stream for some late night chatting for an hour and a half, maybe even longer if I feel like it. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll